Goddamn, guys. Goddamn, man. This is very much a big contrast from last night, man. Last night we came on here very frustrated, very annoyed, very angry, man. But tonight we come on here and overall I think it was a good show, man. I think I enjoyed the night. I enjoyed the pay-per-view. It started very good, but especially the two matches that started the show, and it ended very good, man. And middle of the show was all right. Nothing too bad, but nothing too special overall, man. But it started good, it ended good, and there was really no big bad decisions tonight, man. Well, there was a whole bad decision segment, man. But at this point, what do I expected something like that, man. So overall, comparing to last night, they really did good tonight, man. They really saved their own ass with doing very well tonight, man. And night two of WrestleMania 42 was the only good Vegas show. And I think we got, man. And you know what? It was a good show, man. I overall enjoyed the night.
Man, this one here tonight, man, I gotta say, man, this was night and day from yesterday, man. I think tonight had good decisions throughout the night. There wasn't anything that was just ridiculously stupid on the show. Um, and there wasn't a decision on this show that I looked at and said, like, this is a drastic mistake by WWE. There was nothing on that show. There was no match leaving this show where I looked at somebody and I said, wow, this person looks absolutely ridiculous. Like I said yesterday, there was there wasn't things on the show where I said, god, they needed like an extra 10 minutes. Nothing on this show was offensively 6 minutes long. You know what I mean? The things that were short, you know
Made sense to be short.
yes, they made sense to be short, and or they weren't really anything that I cared about on WrestleMania anyway. So, honestly, man, I thought tonight was again way better. And I thought that they actually put on a very good show today. So, um man, I must say, man, I am pleasantly surprised with WWE. Obviously, we did see a lot of ads on the show. That was one thing from yesterday. That was one thing from yesterday that didn't really change. Was the amount of ads that was on the show with ESPN and their 4 minute ad breaks. But man, I gotta say, again, man, pleasantly surprised with everything they did here today, man. I must say, very pleasantly shocked with everything we got. Again, I totally expected this night to be an absolute train wreck like yesterday was. And I gotta say, man, again, they really did go with all the right decisions. It's almost like Triple H found his brain for today.
It really
So
does seem like he found his brain for today. Made a lot of good decisions tonight. I think everybody that was made the most sense to me when they won. The main event for me was a toss up. I would have overall took either. And I'm cool with Roman winning, and we'll get to that, man. But overall, I think they had a good night with decisions, with matches, with timing. Obviously, like you mentioned, the ads are still prevalent on the show, man, all over. There was literally a fan on commentary, but he didn't say anything at the point of the night because he just paid to just sit next to Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. All right. Still, WWE has that heavy ad problem, but they were able to give the matches tonight enough time to where it didn't feel as bad as it did yesterday, man. So overall, they had a good night too, man. I can't wait to get into it. And they made a lot of good decisions, man, which I'm very shocked, very happy that they made.
yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. We didn't see, Jelly Roll doing splashes tonight. We didn't see what's his face? Pat McAfee.
Pat
We
McAfee.
didn't see Pat McAfee here tonight on the show, man. Instead, WWE, in terms of celebrity involvement, gave us the George Kittle special. We got to see George Kittle, I think, twice tonight, slamming beers, which is something that is I'm completely, if that's your celebrity involvement, then I'm completely fine with it, because compared to what we've been getting, I will take George Kittle slamming a couple beers rather than being involved in the fucking main event storyline. He had a chug off with Rob Gronkowski on the show, so that was pretty cool. And he was forcing everybody to throw up their ones, man. So George Kittle was cracking me up. Kittle was cracking me up.
He really was. There was at one point during Roman's entrance where he's hitting the one, and then he just turns to his boy, grabs his arms, and puts it up to do the one, man. Very funny, man. And like you said, man, those crowd shots of Kittle, of Halliburton, of Gronk, that's the type of celebrity involvement that I don't mind. Just look at this person's reaction to what the wrestlers are doing. I don't want these people thinking they're wrestlers, man. That's what I liked. It was funny tonight. They had a chug off. You could tell Gronk did not want to chug a beer tonight. He was not feeling it. He did not try at all. But that is the type of celebrity involvement I would rather have compared to last night, which featured Jelly Roll, Speed, Pat McAfee, man. So I think tonight was a much better night in many ways. Even the celebrities are an example of this is how you handle celebrities.
1,000%, man. And that was even funny, the shot during the main event where Roman's coming out and WWE's going around the arena, and they're just like filming people's hands, right? They're filming people throwing up their one, and they're on this one, and they fucking zoom the camera out, and it's just Tyrese Halliburton standing there just throwing his one up. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious. That it was him that they were filming, because they went to a couple different people throughout the arena. But that was the one. They got a really cool one where the cameraman, he was maybe up in like the 200 or 300 section, and they're filming somebody like from standing behind this person, and he's throwing up his one, but off in the distance they focused in on Roman Reigns. It was a really cool shot.
Very cool shot.
So we actually, and you even kind of seen it with like the Demon here tonight. I actually think too they did an exceptional job with the camera work. Not that the camera work yesterday was like bad or anything, but I'm
clunky.
I'm just saying tonight. Tonight I thought the camera work was also very on point.
It was more cinematic in the way that we think WWE should be cinematic. When WWE says they're cinema, they're sports entertainment, the stuff tonight is what I expect. I expect cool demon shots and entrances. I expect Roman Reigns being cool. I expect more of the stuff we got tonight rather than, what the absolute clusterfuck of night one, man. It's them Saturday WrestleMania dudes, man. That truly is an insult now, man.
Yeah.
Cameron has no clue what he done started.
But I gotta say, God, if Pat McAfee didn't look stupid being involved in the main event storyline, he certainly looks stupid now calling night 2 ass when his night was truly ass. And night 2 was actually very fucking good.
It was a good show. I think their best night 2 of Mania was their best overall show in probably a fucking year and a half at this point, man.
When was the last redeeming show?
Besides before Evolution, I couldn't tell you, dude. Might be last year's Chamber was the last normal pay-per-view that hit.
Maybe SummerSlam night 1?
Ooh, I think night 1 was
I can't remember which night sucked.
I remember, yes, at SummerSlam last year, one of the nights sucked, but the other night was pretty good. So whichever night that was, that too, man. But they've been on a really bad run, man. But night 2 of Mania, this is what I expect as your average show, man.
Yeah, I guess if you're not counting the Saturday night main events, I thought the Cena one was good.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
But if you're counting actual PLEs,
I'd probably say Chamber or Evolution. The fact
I'm
that we
assuming you mean Chamber 25.
Oh, 100%
Okay.
against that. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Not
for
this
sure.
year, man.
Wow. Yeah. Jeez. Wow. That is that's a bad stat. That's a really bad stat. God. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
WrestleMania last year, I thought both nights sucked. I did. But there was that middle chunk. The closer to night 1 and the opener to night 2. Both triple threat matches I thought made the weekend last year.
They did.
This year, let's see. Night 1, we had that good little middle portion where it was AJ, Becky, and then Gunther and Seth.
That is true.
You know, Drew and Jacob was okay from last night. That was pretty much it. Otherwise,
The 6-man was very WWE generic.
yeah, everybody needed more time.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought everybody needed more time yesterday. Tonight, really the only thing I couldn't really find myself getting into that much was the Trick and Sami match. But even that, you know, I thought they made the right decision.
I think they made the right decision in the match, and it was a short and sweet match. I didn't think that one really didn't offend me, man. Genuinely, tonight, in terms of in ring, nothing really offended me, man. I think overall everybody kind of just showed up, did what they had to do, and I think it had a good result, man. If I had to do a weakest match, it might be Sammy and Trick. I would have liked a little more from Balor and Dom, but that's just me not loving WWE extreme matches. But other than that, I think tonight was very good.
Yeah. No, for sure. So, with that being said, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us here today. Oh, we got a main event that went over 30 minutes.
Look at that, man. Look at that. Main event almost over 30 minutes, man. And no interferences. There wasn't an interference to be seen in that match.
Dog, we didn't get nothing. We got 2 hoopers going to work. And then the fucking match ended clean.
No ref bump. There was one moment where the ref looked away and something happened, but like that wasn't a detriment to the match. It was a good, clean bell-to-bell match, man. And look at that. People loved it. It's not like that's what we tell these people to do more of is that, man.
Yep.
Look at that. Love to see it.
With all the teasing of Solo leaving the MFTs, we didn't see a Solo Sikoa. We didn't see a Jey Uso, you and me, Jimmy Uso. We didn't see The Rock. We didn't see Paul Heyman. We didn't see Seth Rollins. We didn't see Triple H coming out. We got nothing. We got nothing. As a matter of fact, we didn't see Triple H at all on WrestleMania. He didn't come out there and announce this was the dawn of a new light and a new era.
It's a new era.
That we didn't get Triple H announcing that this is what we do or anything like that. It was so that was actually very nice. That was very nice as well. However, we did see the GOAT, man. We did see the GOAT.
We did see the GOAT.
I'll definitely take that over Paul.
I'll take that over Paul any goddamn day, man. So overall, was a good night, man. Full of good decisions, and I can't wait to get into it.
David says, by the way, how are you doing, bro?
How you doing, mate?
He says Brock Lesnar is retired.
I feel like they're doing something with that one, man. I don't know. I don't trust it. The way they were talking about on the post show and then afterwards, I don't know if I trust it right now.
Yeah, I could definitely see. I could definitely see. I could definitely see something. I could definitely see them doing something with Brock because
I don't know.
Unless he just genuinely sprung it upon them like recently that this is going to be his final match. I don't. That makes the reasoning of Gunther and Seth and not the reasoning, but that makes the whole like Heyman involvement there completely useless.
That does, exactly, because if Brock is done, that means there is no real favor of value for Paul Heyman that he could do unless he just fucking does what he did last year and somehow gets him the main event of WrestleMania, because that's what he did for Punk. Don't know how he did that even to this day, but maybe that's gonna fucking be what he does, man. But I still feel like something's fucky with Brock. Oh, Gotti, man, how you doing? I know you're happy, man. I knew you. That was my first thing I said, Gotti, man. I knew you were happy at that main event.
Yes, he did say that. He quite literally looked at me and said, "I know Gotti's happy."
I know he's happy. That's his goal.
I know he is too. I know he is too. That was a good night, man. It was a good night. So how are you guys doing? Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today on this edition of NHP. This is your Sunday WrestleMania review.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to be a Sunday review. You don't want to be a Saturday review.
Yeah, you don't want the Sunday WrestleMania, the Saturday WrestleMania review.
No,
you don't want that.
You don't want that.
This is your WrestleMania Sunday, your Night 2 review, as we are back on here for day 4 out of 5. We got one more tomorrow for the Raw After Mania. And with that being said, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here, with NHP Unscripted. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news. And for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, we are live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. Speaking of that, if you guys did miss this past, all the shows from this past weekend, Friday's episode of news and Mania predictions, yesterday's Saturday WrestleMania review. You guys can now watch that on both of those on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Friday at 3 p.m. Central for the news and for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW for the post-show review. The next time we'll be on here with a post-show review is Backlash in Tampa in 3 weeks on May 9th. So we will be live for that. And then after that, we got Double or Nothing. So, with all of that being said, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. The brand new Slept On design, as well as all the other OG designs, live on there as we speak. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, where you can find this beautiful piece, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of the video. And with that being said, if this is your first time watching and you do not know who we are here at Notorious Heels, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, let him know what it is you are smiling about today.
Smiling, man, because we are on a Sunday review, man. We're not on Saturday no more, which is what I care about, man. But day 4 into our Mania weekend, man. It's been great so far. Although the yesterday's show, Mania, wasn't great. Our review was great. And I'm excited to review what was a good show tonight, man. So I'm very, very excited to be here with you guys, man. Only reason I'm smiling, man. Only reason. But doing good, man. Doing good. Enjoyed the day and enjoyed the show that we were given, man. It's been a while since this fucking logo above us, WWE, has given us that result, man. A good show. Coming on here to talk good in the review, man. I'm excited, man, but it was a good show. Like Toronto always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How's everyone doing live and in the replay, man? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. We had a very stellar night of WWE for the first night in a very long time. WWE had a kick-ass night of WrestleMania and a kick-ass show in general. So I'm very happy with that, man. Very happy with that. It has been way too long.
It has been.
Since we've actually had something good here. However, if this is, or as Toronto always asks, how is life? How's the family? Family's good. Life is good. How about you, Durante, Logan, Bell, David, Mr. Walk 'em Down and cut they shiz off, Mr. Walk 'em Down and walk the country. We got my brother Gotti in the house. He says, what a show. Man, I knew you'd be happy. He says, so much better than yesterday. Zero doubt. I know you believed in your OTC, man. I believed in the OTC as well.
I did too, man. I think like 2 segments in from Punk and Roman, think I had a clue of what would happen at Mania, and I think everything we said in the build up was true, man. I think a certain man was a little salty that he knew the result of Mania, man. But overall, he showed out tonight, man. It was a great night, great main event, man, and it was a great fucking pay-per-view, man. And it started off very fucking well, man.
It did. It did. Because the show here opened up.
I love this beautiful Raiders NHP logo.
Yes, also.
Which, yeah, by the way, we've kind of glossed over it. And then, dude, look at this, man. It's not blue. It's not some futuristic Revolution 2021 theme.
Couldn't do it.
It is a beautiful black and white Raiders theme, man. Look at this. This looks fucking incredible.
Yes, this is actually some of my favorite logos. This is some of my favorite logos of our NHP logo. You guys know we always do the special logos. We always decorate our logo a little bit for the show. I think this one is one of my favorites, man. The NHP, the Raiders NHP logo, absolute banger. So fun to make, so fun to piece it together. So, man, also the again when I was so pumped when they dropped the Raiders looking graphics, bro, and they just never use them. We ended up getting this blue futuristic theme, and I wasn't rocking with it, bro. I knew I had it in my head from day one that this was going to be Raider Mania. So yesterday was Fallout New Vegas Mania.
Oh, yeah?
Today is Raider Mania, man. So I was very excited ever since they put out this logo that this was going to be a Raiders themed NHP or a Raiders themed WrestleMania. And I knew we were going to make a Raiders themed NHP, man. So very, very, very happy with the WrestleMania graphics this year, man. So it's been a lot. It was a lot of fun to make them, and it's a lot of fun to actually see them and use them now. So yes, sir.
Truly was, dude. Truly was, man. And technically, the star of the show was them revealing the Night 2 blue futuristic graphics, man. And I will say, there probably is one thing I think Night 1 did better. I liked their apocalypse graphics so much more than their blue futuristic graphics of tonight. I actually really did.
100%. Yeah, Night 1 definitely had that
better graphics.
Indifference for sure. It was the apocalypse theme I thought was like perfect. The New Vegas theme that they went with, the apocalypse looking theme, I thought was way better than that revolution looking garbage that we seen tonight. Wasn't really a big fan of the futuristic mania graphics that we seen tonight, but again, that's why
we went with these beautiful black and white Raiders graphics.
Yes, 100%. So, to open the show, we got for the second night in a row, we got the GOAT. We got John Cena. Coming out here, pretty much just feeding off the crowd, welcoming everybody to WrestleMania, doing his thing. He would then state that we are going to start with something big.
Yeah, we did.
And that we did, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We started with this match, man. We started with Femi versus Brock Lesnar.
Man, oh man.
Bro, Brock legitimately gave Oba the Drew McIntyre treatment. In the build to WrestleMania 30, what was that? 36. Brock, I believe, did not get a one-up on Drew McIntyre once.
That's how he did here.
And here, he did not get the one-up on Femi once going into this match. We get to the match itself, and obviously, Brock Lesnar, did get some offense in, obviously. Mm-hmm. But in the build-up, he did not go up on Femi once through it. Femi either kicked his ass or they didn't even,
or they really got separated.
Yeah. So, man, I must say, man, both guys' entrances were pretty basic but pretty cool. The crowd was hot for Femi. Very hot.
Very hot for Femi, man. Very cool seeing his entrance at Mania. That long ass strut. He did. Well, I think on the post show they said it was what 70 yards of a WrestleMania ramp that he done strutted down, man. Very, very dope, man. Very dope. Love seeing his entrance at Mania. Just that was the loudest the crowd was all night, man. That shit was incredible.
It was. It was. So, Brock then came out second, and to start this match, these guys had a test of strength. They were in the lockup, and they were doing the test of strength. They were pretty much just pushing each other back, and then they would let go, lock up again. Brock Lesnar was giving out lariats to Oba Femi. And Oba was no-selling these bad boys, but bro, oh my God.
He was smacking him.
Oba, I think it was the second one, he gave Oba a lariat, and you could just hear his arm smack up against Oba's chest, and Oba's head kind of went back. You could tell it shocked him, but bro, he ate that shit. Hit him with a lariat of his own. That was that was pretty gnarly, man. Brock then got on the outside of the ring. This part was actually very funny. He's on the outside talking to Paul Heyman, and Paul's trying to, talk strategy with him. And Oba grabs Brock by the hair. Heyman got so scared. It was hilarious. He's talking to Brock, and he's like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Dude, he said, oh my God, so scared. It was fucking hilarious, man. He screamed like a girl. Oh my God. That was great.
So, Brock pulls Oba on the outside of the ring, and throws him up against the posts and the barricades. Look gnarly. He throws him inside of the ring and takes Oba Femi to Suplex City. He hit him with, I want to say, about 2 or 3 suplexes, man. Oba would get back out on the offense, put Brock in the corner, and hit 2 of his uppercuts, his running European uppercuts that he does in the corner. He then shot to the other side of the ring, ran at Brock for another one, but Brock met him with an F5.
Hit that 5.
He hit an F5 on Oba Femi, and I thought this was it.
I thought it was over.
I genuinely thought that this could have been it.
Because remember, guys, we said from last night going into the show, I expected the worst in terms of result with this match, man. I thought that was the result right there.
So, thing is, I got to a point where I did expect Oba to win, but I was not going to be shocked if Brock won this, only because of the whole news that we heard. The only reason I expected Oba to win this is because you can just really tell when Brock really believes that somebody is going to be the next monster. And when he really fucks with somebody, you can just tell. So I just based off the treatment he was giving Oba, I did. There was a piece of me that expected Oba to win, but there's also that piece of me that really isn't gonna put past them having Brock win. But man, I gotta say, if you would have had Brock Lesnar win this, man, it wouldn't have shocked me. That would have, for sure, though, been one of the dumbest things you could have possibly done, man. One of the absolute dumbest things you could have done. Because, dude, Triple H said it himself in an interview, man. This dude, Oba Femi, is the talk of the town. He's the talk of the town. He is the guy everybody wants to see running shit very soon. And I again, man, I think to stall with Oba or to have him take unnecessary losses on his way up the climb, up the mountain. Again, you can't do that with a guy like this. If you want to do that with somebody like Javon, somebody who has more of an underdog kind of a climb to his character, man, that's one thing. But a guy like Oba Femi, you can't do shit like that to him, man. You got to have him, climb the mountain, so by the time he does lose, people say, all right, you know what, WWE's done a great job up until this point. It's okay that he takes a loss, but with this being his first real big match on the main roster, you couldn't have had him lose this, man. There was absolutely no way. That would have just been dumb. idiotic, stupid booking on WWE's part. And overall, man, I'm really glad that they never went that way, man. I'm really glad they never went that way. And ever since Brock came back, you can say a lot about Brock Lesnar and the decision to even bring him back and his work since he's been back. At the end of the day, no matter what, that does not change the fact that, in my opinion, man, I think Brock Lesnar is absolutely one of the best in the ring. I actually think I'm of the belief that Brock Lesnar is actually one of the most underrated people. I think he's definitely one of the most underappreciated people in the business, man. I don't think he gets enough credit for his ability to build and his ability to really help and just his ability to perform, man. I think he from an in-ring standpoint, I think he is truly one of the best to ever do it, man. I mean, again, when he wants to build somebody, when he fucks with you, man, he will give you the world on a silver platter, man. And when speaking on the end of the match, I'll come back to Brock Lesnar, but Oba Femi took an F5, damn near no sold it, bro. He obviously was in pain, but he got up rather quickly, at least from what we're used to, anybody from an F5, getting up from. And Lesnar turned around and Oba was already standing up and gave him a choke slam. And when Brock got up, he again plucks Lesnar out of the air for a fall from grace. And we get to 1, 2, and 3. Oba Femi is your winner and puts down Paul Heyman's beast.
Dang.
But could it be once and for all?
That's the question, man. That's the question. But Oba Femi won here, man. It was a very short and sweet match, man. I didn't expect much less than a short and sweet match. That's what I'm glad we got here, man. Oba looks amazing. Like you mentioned, man, you can't have someone like this lose. Look what happened to Asuka on her call-up, man. She was undefeated, got called up. First major thing she did was feud with Charlotte in the Mania.
Yep.
Lose, and it was never the same again, man. You want to do the opposite world where you want to establish him first as a winner until it's the time for him to lose in a meaningful manner, man. Very, very glad they made him look so strong in the match and obviously in victory, man. I think they made the right decision with that.
So, just to add on what you said, look at Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker and everything that happened with Braun Breaker, I think, is a lot of building blocks as to why people don't really like Sami Zayn. Last year, 2024, when Braun got called up, he was ripping through motherfuckers, body slamming Ricochet on car hoods, just spearing Ilya Dragunov off out of thin air, being an absolute beast. They put him up against Sami Zayn for the IC title. When Sami was the IC champion, Braun loses clean. And everybody is just kind of sitting there like, again, it gave people a bit of a bad taste in their mouth about Sami Zayn, because everybody was like, okay, he's tearing through Ilya Dragunov, he's tearing through Ricochet, and here you have Sami Zayn, who's also built up to be this underdog fight from behind character, and he just beats this new monster. You know what I mean? That was around the time, I think, where a lot of that's really kind of the precursor for what we're seeing today. It's stuff like that. It's those unnecessary wins that Sami didn't need, or those things that Sami could have lost from and been okay. And same thing here with Brock. If Brock was to continue, after, April 19th, he's not going to fucking look any worse if he loses to Oba Femi. But Oba Femi is going to look like he's going to look horrible. He's just going to look like a new guy who's not as good as Brock Lesnar.
And like thinking outside of kayfabe also can help people with their wins and losses, because let's say Brock is still going to be continuing after this for that Gunther match, man. People are like, damn, he took that L to Oba, man. I respect the fuck out of that. I'm glad he did that. I'm down to see him still around again.
Yeah.
But what I think a lot of these bookers don't realize is big names taking an L like that helps them, man. It helped Rhea in a period when she kept winning. She was in that world title scene. When she took a break and stepped on the tag team scene, it was refreshing, and that's what people want to see, man. And I think they did a good job with Brock with that tonight. I'm very much glad Oba won. I think that was not just the right decision, but really the only decision you should have made for Oba's future, man. I think that really solidified his future, and that really puts fans at ease and actually puts some trust back in a regime that lost a lot of it, especially even last night in the handling of some future stars, man, because things like that is what's going to put trust in your lap for your fans is having Oba get a win like that.
You mentioned Rhea. You could say the same thing about Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
You could say the same thing about Charlotte Flair. And even Rhea, with Rhea, having Io beat her last year for the Women's World Championship, that was even something where it's like, okay, Rhea's still in the championship match, but like, I fuck with the fact that they, made a hot shot decision to put the championship on Io because it's different. And it's like at the time, people were getting so tired of Rhea, and people were just tired of her holding the championship. But it was just like, it was a nice breath of fresh air to see the championship go on to somebody, that people actually really wanted to see as champion, like Io Sky. So again, and that's one thing I really want them to really understand with Cody Rhodes is like, these guys don't always have to win.
No.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it helps them to take a back seat, to lose the championship, to go teeter off into something different.
And also another example from last year is Bronson Reed and Roman. Roman looked great in loss, and he looked cool, and he looked great, and it was refreshing because he wasn't just facing the same people over and over again. He was facing a fresh face, and that fresh face got a win over him. That's the type of shit you want, man. That's the type of shit that we're begging this company to do more with their main event scene.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So we got a fall from grace that puts Brock Lesnar down, and after the match, Oba got out of the ring rather quickly. He was standing on the ramp. He did his pose. He then tipped his cap to Brock Lesnar. And after this, Brock is sitting in the middle of the ring. He's sitting in the middle of the ring, and I'm thinking Gunther's going to come up from behind him, put him in the sleeper hold. I'm thinking, we're going to hear Symphony Number 9. Something's going to happen.
Exactly.
Because again, I wasn't really under the assumption that Brock was done right now. And we get Oba fully gone at this point. Brock is sitting in the middle of the ring, and he takes his gloves off. He throws them in the middle of the ring, and he starts taking his shoes off, and we start to then hear Brock Lesnar, start to cry. Yes, Brock Lesnar was crying in the middle of the ring.
That's crazy.
For me, that was odd to see. That was very odd to see. That kind of, for me, I guess, kind of started to make the whole situation feel a little bit more real.
That's what made it feel real, man. Because a lot of times you see Brock, he's not to say he doesn't feel human, but he's so reserved, and he's such a monster, in character. Like, you don't really see the human side of him. So seeing like that human, real side of him, that, like you said, that's what made it real in that moment.
I know, man. I'm standing there watching this, and obviously, man, Brock is somebody I grew up watching, so I'm starting to get a little teary-eyed at this point, because I'm sitting there like, wait, like I wasn't prepared for this. I thought this was gonna I was preparing for at least August until we get this moment with SummerSlam, but I'm sitting there like, oh my god, like what the fuck is happening right now? Like, is this really it? Is this really it for Brock Lesnar, man? And Brock Lesnar, again, seeing him in the ring cry, man, was something that was just like, wow. Like, it really, again, in that moment, it really sort of felt real. But man, Paul Heyman was on the outside of the ring. He walked around to the other side of the ring. He had his back to the camera because he wanted to watch it head on. And Paul was crying. He jumped in the ring. Brock Lesnar stood up, puts his boots in the middle of the ring, puts his gloves in the middle of the ring. He left. He left them in the middle of the ring. He hugged his guy, Paul Heyman. Paul was crying. Brock was crying. I was almost crying. They walk up the ramp. The crowd is chanting, "Thank you, Lesnar." Brock is saying, "Thank you back, bro." And they walked up the ramp. Brock is walking up to the WWE logo on the Tron, and he waves goodbye. He waves goodbye, and wow.
That's crazy, man.
I seen somebody say in the past 5 months, we have seen John Cena, AJ Styles, and Brock Lesnar hang it up.
Rick Goldberg.
Well, he wasn't in the last 5 months, but nobody cares about him anyway. Man, I gotta say, if this is really it, now, I could always see the possibility of WWE, especially, the thing I don't understand is, the thing that really makes me think, if Lesnar is really done, he had to have just told them. He must have told them he was going to go till SummerSlam to trick them into giving him his Oba match.
And then just be like, nah, never mind.
And then just say, you know what, guys? This is going to be my last match. I think Oba is going to be my last opponent. This had to have been, because I don't really understand why Gunther would be like, yeah, Heyman, you owe me one. Because, like, now, if Lesnar's really gone, then what in the world, like, why would he say that then? Like, what, with, like, now don't get me wrong, I love Gunther and Rollins.
Yeah.
And they still do have the purpose of, I'm better than you, but, like, what the fuck was really the point of that match then?
No, exactly. In terms of, like, the Heyman and Gunther stuff, if that is true, Gunther, Brock is done, that kind of makes all the stuff that him and Heyman did purposeless. So I'm very curious to see how they're gonna do that if they just ignore that, which I wouldn't be shocked that this company would do. But overall, man, if Brock is done, then that's crazy, man, and that's sad. He had an amazing career, man. It was amazing seeing his career happen, man. The matches that I've got to see were, I think, some of his best. I got to see the AJ match, got to see the Bryan match, got to see the Finn match. I got to see this fucking Oba match, man. And in the Drew match you could put in there.
Yeah.
That one was good, man.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there was the that whole 2017, 2018 era, man. That was the rough times with Brock, man.
Okay. let me stop you right there, because Brock versus Kane versus
Braun.
That
was good.
Was truly one of the greatest wrestling pieces of history.
Dude, those three and Booker T on commentary was the most perfect storm of shit. Why was Kane there, bro?
I was Kane.
Kane made no sense to be there, man. But Brock, he had an amazing career, man. He truly did. If this is the end, truly had an amazing career, man. And seeing his human side, at the end, man, is crazy, man. The part that hit for me was when he said that, when he held his chest and said "thank you" back. I was like, wow, I've seen that man like do something like that, like be that human. It was crazy, man. So truly, if this is the end, what an amazing career, man. It sucks to say goodbye to someone of Brock's talent, just like that, man. It always sucks to say goodbye, man. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if they were in a whole story of Gunther being pissed and basically reeling Brock in for one last match. I wouldn't be shocked at that. But if this is it, then what a perfect ending, man. It really would have been if this is it.
Yeah, 100%. This, I in a way, I do hope this is the end.
I kind of hope it is, man. I would make it the end.
I really hope so, man. I think Gunther Doesn't need it. I think Gunther already retired 2 goats in his own right. With obviously AJ and Cena. Yes, AJ and Cena. And I don't think he needs it. I think we should share the wealth, and I think Oba deserves to end Brock's career. Brock, Brock, man, there's been there's been a lot with Brock in the past couple of years, man. There's been a lot with Brock in the last couple of years. There's been a lot said about Brock. There's been a lot there's been a lot of controversy around Brock Lesnar's name. But as a performer, as the character Brock Lesnar that we see on TV, man, all I can really say is thank you, man. All I can really say is thank you. As a kid, this man absolutely tormented my life. Absolutely tormented my life with a lot of his feuds when he came back to WWE in 2012. He was a monster heel. He was an amazing heel. He is one of the best final bosses that this company will ever see. You guys know the whole thing. Former NFL player, fucking NCAA, blah blah blah. This dude is an absolute freak of nature, bro.
Has every accolade you could have in sports. UFC champ, IWGP champ, multiple WWE. It's insane. It's an insane fucking catalog of victories and accomplishments.
One of the most one of, if not the most decorated athlete in all of contact sports. Absolute legend in his own right, man. And again, all I can say is thank you truly to one of the greatest performers we've ever seen. If this really is the end, thank you, Brock. Thank you, Brock, man. It was very cool. We actually, for the first time, got to see Brock live, which was wild seeing him in person.
It was,
being that he was that that giant.
He is that big.
But man, I've had the pleasure of watching some of Brock's best work throughout his entire career, man. You look at one of my favorite matches of Brock's career was against Cena in 2012 Extreme Rules. That was an absolute that was just an absolute war between those guys. The Punk match from 2013 SummerSlam. The Cena match from 2014 SummerSlam, people say that's the greatest squash match in history, the greatest main event squash match in history at that. And then Brock's run in 2017, bro, the Samoa Joe match. That fucking Samoa Joe match was so good. The Joe match, the AJ match, the Bryan match, the Finn match, the Roman match from WrestleMania 31, their first one, their one from SummerSlam 2022, where Brock flipped the ring up. So much great stuff, man. So much great stuff. Absolutely wonderful career. An absolutely wonderful career. Again, it really did break my heart to see his name kind of tumble into all the controversy that it has in the past couple of years, because he really is that good. He really is that good, and as a performer, he is that dude. And again, the Drew match is another one that sticks out to me, man. Another underrated Brock match is Royal Rumble 2015 against Cena and Rollins. That is an absolute amazing match. So much good stuff. Truly one of the best, and really, man, one of the most underrated guys we ever seen. If this is a career, Brock, then thank you so much for what you've done in between those ropes, man. And thank you for all that you've helped some of our current favorites truly become the superstars that they are today, man. So truly one of the most underrated talents the business has ever seen. One of the most underappreciated, man. And what an amazing career to an amazing performer.
Truly an incredible career for an incredible performer. most decorated guy in combat sports, man. I mean, he won everything that you could win multiple times, man. And he had some amazing matches with some of the best in the business throughout, whether it's the early run or the return run. Incredible, man, incredible career. And if it did come to an end tonight, I think that is the perfect ending, man. I kind of hope it is, just for this to be that perfect ending. That I wouldn't want to just redo and recycle for a SummerSlam. I think it would be perfect if it did end tonight, man. And it does suck to see him go. There's always another dream match for him, man. I still think that means, if it's true, we never got that Dragunov match.
Never got that Gargano match, bro.
Never
Gosh
got
darn
that
it.
Gargano match. If it is true, we won't get the Gunther match, which is crazy, man. But I would be okay without getting those matches, because sometimes you always want to leave what ifs on people's career, man. You don't want to have wait. You don't want to wait for them to retire. You want them to have stuff still to do when they do hang it up, man. Look at AJ. Look at Cena. And as a contrast to all that, look at Jericho. You know what I mean? What you don't want to do.
Doing too much.
Exactly, man. You don't want to do everything and still be around, man. I think this would be the perfect ending if it is that, man.
Wait, who did you just say?
What, Jericho? Is like the person that overstayed their welcome. You don't want to be that.
Oh, are you talking about the guy who gets his ass beat by the Demand every week he shows up?
The guy who get his ass beat every week on television or whatever time he shows up, whatever the fucking trademarked. Good Lord.
Is that the guy?
I think that is the guy.
Oh.
Just Jericho, by the way.
Oh!
Just Jericho. No
got
Chris.
it.
No
got
Chris
it.
no more.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah, that's the guy who gets his ass beat by the Demand every time he shows up on the weekly television.
Whatever the fucking trademark is.
But man, so yes, shout out Brock. Wild to see that man cry. This man, Paul, I don't think Paul Heyman's ever been so sad walking up that ramp.
Oh, he's never
This dude
been.
was walking behind Brock, sobbing, like he has his shoulders down, he's got his head up, and you just see him. His eyes are all swollen from crying. I'm like, oh man, this guy's going through it right now.
He really was.
Man, crazy, man. It is. Triple H better get on it. Triple H better get on it. Please get on it. Start building new stars, man, because you just lost 3 huge ones.
He lost 3 huge ones, man, and they're probably going to continue to drop over the next few years and step into other things. You never know. That's why you build up new stars, man. And if Brock is done, that means Paul Heyman only has the Vision now.
No.
What a transition.
I may be asking for Brock to come back sooner rather than later.
You don't fuck with Logan Paul and the pressure Austin Theory?
I fuck with the pressure.
Did you?
I fuck with the pressure.
I saw a video, bro, where at WWE World, someone went up to Austin Theory and asked if he be popping bottles. And he just laughed and he said he sees those memes and thinks they're hilarious, but he's never drank champagne.
It's gotta be a lie.
It's gotta be a lie. He be popping bottles.
You know, once Austin Theory adopts the phrase, I be popping bottles,
yeah,
it's only up from there.
You know, add that to the repertoire, man. We need Nick Jackson, What the Dog Doing. We need Speedball when the fajitas come out sizzling. And we need Austin Theory, I be popping bottles. We need it all.
Jey Uso, once he adopts the phrase, it's you and me, Oos.
You and me, Oos. Once Jimmy Uso starts yagging, it's over with, man.
Yeah, it's done. Paul Heyman, you got to find you a new group, bro.
He's got to.
You gotta tell the Bronze like you.
It's just me and you, Oos.
It's just you and me, Oos.
I ain't with them no more.
Yeah, they got to do something with Paul Heyman, bro. He can't stand for this. I just can't with this.
Because it's interesting, man. Because a lot of people that people say, you know, that's the next, Paul Heyman guy. A lot of these guys don't need Heyman like Brock always did in terms of voice. Like Oba can talk, Braun can talk. A lot of these big next up guys, they don't really need Heyman. I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't benefit from Heyman. That's not what I'm saying. But they don't need him, and that's a crazy thing. Who needs Heyman right now? That's the real question.
That's the thing, because I think Braun has gotten exceptionally better on the mic,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it's not like you have to find somebody
That
like
desperately
Brock.
needs him.
Yeah, you can find somebody like Roman. You know what I mean? Where Heyman is kind of,
Bounces off them very well.
yeah, it's you can find somebody like that. So I mean, he could fit with somebody that can talk really well, like a Roman, and kind of do most of the talking. But it would probably be best to find somebody who, does need
Does need
Paul
the
in
help.
terms of like he can't really talk, or he doesn't really have an interest to talk, like Brock. Well, in Brock's case, he just can't really talk.
Yeah. He could do his little one-liners, and
Yeah,
that's it.
100%. Every year and a half, you can have him grab the mic and say a couple words, and
Get your
that's
ass.
what Brock is good for. But Brock, if you put Brock out there in a full-fledged promo battle, he's getting fucking destroyed.
He's getting mollywopped.
So, you could obviously go the route where you put him with an Oba, you put him with a Bronze, and, those guys can talk. They don't really necessarily need, Paul Heyman, but, you could go that route. But in terms of somebody who can't talk,
I can't think of a big up-and-coming name that would, like, fit that bill. I really can't. Maybe, what about the Vanity Project?
fucking putting Paul Heyman, okay, that'll kill Paul Heyman's career once and for all.
What about Dark
Paul
State?
Heyman standing over there with fucking Ricky Smokes.
Ricky Smokes, man.
God.
I don't think really anybody fits the bill right now.
This is wild.
Oh shit, let's ride.
Gunther?
I would say, and I love Gunther promos because he could really shoot, but like,
Gunther, that's the thing about Gunther too. You can every once in a while have him get on the mic and then just fucking bully somebody, but for the most part,
does fit his style to have someone talk for him. I would say he does fit the bill the best, man.
Royce,
and I mean,
the Friday WrestleMania guy.
He is a Friday WrestleMania guy, which is a crazy thing. But
don't they got another big guy that they got?
Got JC Mateo.
He could definitely fucking use him.
I think he needs a little more than Paul Heyman at this point, man.
I think Paul Heyman needs to find somebody better than JC Mateo. I don't think Paul's...
Tali Tonga.
Oh God, I think he needs to fucking find his way to the Performance Center.
Like, all the big tough guys are great talkers right now. Fatu doesn't need them.
Yeah.
Fucking damn, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point it would just be easier to kind of put him in a Roman situation
where he just more bounces off of somebody.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, I feel like Oba might be the best option in terms of a Roman like guy.
Yeah.
Because Oba can talk his ass off, but you might want to save his talks for when you truly want it to matter. So Oba in that case, but you never know.
I would say the best fit for Heyman right now is the Bronze.
He's the Bronze.
But I really think you kind of gotta get them other two
out of the you gotta bump though. You gotta kill the Vision, man. You have to just have the Bronze, and that's it, bro. That you gotta do it at this point.
Yeah, because I truly just can't picture the Bronze
hanging out with those guys,
hanging out with Austin Theory and Logan Paul. That just sounds terrible. But Oba wins, and bro, Oba Femi on the WrestleMania post show officially calls out the tribal chief. He calls out the head of the table, bro. Oba Femi calls out Roman Reigns.
That's funny right there. That's the shit I want to see.
He says by the end of the year, he's coming for the OTC. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Oba. End of the fucking year. I'm putting your name in the hat to win King of the Ring. Either him or Jacob Fatu.
Him or Fatu, man. That's what I want. I would love Oba or Fatu to win King of the Ring.
The ruler of the ring?
He is the ruler, man.
Come on,
he is
bro.
the fucking ruler, man. That's what I would love. I would love for Oba to win King of the Ring. That's what I would do with them, but I don't know if they will, man. And I'm very curious to see what they're gonna put him in as a program after this.
Who? Yeah, King of the Ring's
It's
gotta
gotta
be.
be Fatu or
It's
Oba.
it's gotta be Fatu or Oba Femi. It absolutely has to be, dude. I mean, bro, think about it. We can get Fatu versus Cody, which kind of fucking have history. And he can just once and for all just I'm booking that as a squash. Cody just needs to be put down. He need and on the other hand, you can have Fatu versus Roman.
Man, give me that shit, bro.
Dog.
Give me the Clash of Kings, man.
That just, God, do you know how refreshing that sounds for Roman Reigns not to be in the Rollins, Punk, or Bloodline circle?
That sounds so refreshing. That's the type of shit I want, man. Because like I said earlier, how refreshing was it last year when he was doing stuff with Bronson Reed? That shit felt so refreshing. I would love for that with Oba, man.
Yes. Man, that'd be great. That would be great. Oba versus Roman. That sounds like a fucking plan to me.
That's the perfect plan for me, man. SummerSlam, let's ride, dude.
Imagine, dude, we could get a crown jewel title match of Oba Femi versus Jacob Fatu. Knowing WWE, Roman and Cody will both go over, and then we'll get the crown jewel match of Roman Cody 3 at Crown Jewel. But thinking in a perfect world, we could get a crown jewel match of Fatu versus fucking Oba Femi.
I would love it, man. I would love it.
Or, if you do have Roman win, we could finally get our Fatu Roman match.
Get a Fatu Roman match. You could do, Oba and Roman, and then
Oba Cody again. Even though, please don't even think about having Cody beat Jacob.
Maybe later next year you do Oba and Seth. I feel like that would be a really good match, man. Oba and Gunther could be a good match. That's all shit I want to see. I want to see guys like Oba in that scene. I want to see guys like Braun in that scene. Bronson Reed, exactly.
What about the Braun Fatu match they teased a couple years ago?
I would love that. Oba and Fatu. That shit would. That I just want their main event scene to be fresh. Going in, from now up until next year, I really want it to be fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it will be though.
We're gonna get the most bland option for King of the Ring. They're gonna have fucking Gunther win King of the Ring or something. It's gonna be.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, you already know. But Oba or Fatu just sound perfect. Or it's gonna be Randy. Randy's gonna punt his way all the way through the fucking King of the Ring tournament. He's gonna beat Oba on a backslide in Saudi Arabia, and he's gonna have a one-way ticket to Minneapolis for fucking SummerSlam, and then he's really gonna beat Cody. But dude, it's staring you right in the face, man. It's staring you right in the face, bro. I hope that is what is next for Oba Femi, is the kind of uphill climb to Roman Reigns, because that for SummerSlam. That's what you need to do for SummerSlam. Last year, obviously, for WrestleMania, we had the WrestleMania main event and then slowly built up until the rematch of SummerSlam. I don't want none of that shit. Mm-hmm. I want somebody. I want the a world champion coming out of WrestleMania to go to SummerSlam and face a new and up and coming King of the Ring winner. And Oba Femi sounds amazing. Or in Cody's case, Jacob Fatu sounds amazing. For somebody new to get the King of the Ring accolade. Knowing WWE, it's gonna go to Randy Orton 100%. But
I wouldn't be shocked.
I would not be shocked at all. But man, that's what we want to see, man. That's what we want to see. I want to see somebody who got a big win at WrestleMania, move up and move into their way towards a big match at SummerSlam, basically as a reward for, the big moment at WrestleMania. And, they just kind of keep going up and up and up and up until we get to another big match for them at SummerSlam. And in Oba's case, I think Roman Reigns is perfect. I think that is how you pique your fans' interest going into SummerSlam in Minnesota.
Do shit like that.
Oba Roman. That sounds absolutely amazing.
Imagine the build, Oba destroying the Usos, man, to get to Roman. That's the type of shit I want right there, man. I want them to attempt a numbers gain on him and it not working out, man. I would love that shit.
I don't know, dude. Jay's working out without a workbench.
He's kind of a demon, man. He's kind of a demon, But like, imagine that contrast of all the years the Bloodline worked because they worked together. You know, I still feel like in the Journey of the Summer they're gonna slowly reform that group. But imagine they do all that reforming to face a guy like Oba, and it doesn't work out in their favor. And this time the numbers game don't even work. That shit would be dope storytelling, man. I would love something like that.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great. That'd be great, man. So again, I think that is the best way to go. I think that is the best way to go for the WWE or for the World Heavyweight Championship now, going into WrestleMania, man. I think you're looking at a Oba versus an Oba versus Roman situation. I think that's the way to pique your fans' interest. Yeah, so that is Oba Brock. Match went a little under 5 minutes, and again, this one I absolutely expected to be a short, as it was, and I actually liked it that way. I didn't think
they should go like fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah, excuse me, 100%. I think that they I don't think this match needed to go 20 minutes or anything like that. I think Brock works best in a short and sweet scenario. And again, this was one of his, situations against a bigger guy where it actually was really good. Again, a lot of times we see him against a bigger guy like a Braun Strowman and the matches suck. But then sometimes we do see him against bigger guys and it's actually really good. A lot of his matches with Braun Strowman were good. And that's because they're fast paced and they're short. His matches with Samoa Joe, fast paced and short. They were really good. And here with Oba, or Drew's another name. Fast paced, really good. Fast paced, hit the shit out of each other, end. That's it.
Exactly.
That's what you need with Brock. But yes, Oba Femi wins with a fall from grace and potentially retires the Beast.
Crazy.
So that was that. That was that. And moving on, we have the 6-way ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Dog. These fucking ad breaks. Why the hell did JD McDonough and Dragon Lee get jobber entrances on WrestleMania?
They got the jobber entrance, the commercial entrance at WrestleMania, dog. What do you do? And Dragon Lee, I opened Twitter to find out Dragon Lee came out a cool-ass custom fucking entrance with cool big dragon wings he came out with. Didn't even get to see that on television, man. Imagine you put all that work and it doesn't even make television for a 4-minute ad break, man, for no reason at WrestleMania. That's fucked up.
I don't know. Hopefully the fans in attendance say, I paid $75,000, but, at least I got to see something that everybody else didn't. An exclusive Dragon Lee entrance. Exactly,
man. At least I paid, God, I can only assume how much money to sit at the commentary desk for no reason. That's what I want to be able to say.
Like, honestly, man, you mean to tell me you couldn't have done at least like the half entrances that they used to do for ladder matches, bro? Or you change somebody's theme song in the middle of them coming down. But even at that, bro, the show ended early as fuck.
It ended at 8:30. You could easily had these 3 men come out, man. You could have Rusev, could have JD. You especially could have Dragon Lee come out here, man.
Like, you legitimately, are you shitting me? You mean to tell me you couldn't have had these dudes come out here for an entrance? For what? What are you moving fast on time for?
You got all night. You ended for Las Vegas. You ended the show at 6:30 for them. Yes. That's insane.
The show started at 3:00 for them.
3 to 6:30 for them. That's insane.
Which means doors were probably at what, 1?
Man.
What? You have all day.
You literally have all day.
Didn't make much sense to me, man. Very disrespectful stuff there. This one was filled with a bunch of really cool high spots, man. This was very exciting, very action-packed ladder match here. This is obviously, no North American championship ladder match from 2018 NXT, but still very, very, very good ladder match nonetheless, man. I think a lot of guys had some very good spots in here, and my God, JD McDonough, that man, he really bumps his ass off, man. I really don't think people really understand, man. He's
so underrated, man. In
so
terms of
underrated
in-ring quality, sell quality, he is fucking phenomenal, dude. And then this match was really amazing, man. A lot of good, fun spots with a lot of these guys, man. Cool, OG cutter spots. A lot of cool, Rey Mysterio related spots. Obviously, cool ladder related spots, man. And it was really, this is what I expected and what I at least wanted from this match, and it definitely gave it to me. It's one of the best matches on the weekend. This was a very good match, and I love what they gave us here. I mean, I think they gave us a really good, really fun ladder match, man.
Absolutely, man. So we have a Javon Evans jumping clothesline. He was pushed off the ladder, and I believe it was Dragon Lee who was climbing the ladder. After Javon got pushed off, he hit Dragon with a springboard clothesline. After this, we seen JD McDonough get back body dropped onto a ladder. This dude, again, like I said, all night, this dude was taking
crazy bumps.
The most wild of bumps you could possibly imagine. Rey Mysterio was hung up in a tree of woe on the ladder. To think they wanted this guy to retire. Motherfucker, this old
man
unk was going nuts in this ladder match, bro.
He was going crazy, man. He was doing spots, he was taking spots, and they wanted him to retire tonight.
They legitimately, who had the balls to tell Rey Mysterio, I think it's time for you to pack it up?
It was probably Deuce Pritchard.
I could absolutely see that. Rey Mysterio was hung up in a tree of woe and got the double stomp from Dragon Lee. This was his first encounter with Dragon Lee, his protege.
His protege, man. I didn't know that he did a whole thing where he gifted him his mask a few years ago, man. Mm-hmm. That's very cool. And they finally get to meet in the ring in Sandmania.
He loves Dragon Lee, bro.
He really does love Dragon Lee. I mean,
more than his son.
More than his son, man. He loves a lot of people more than his son. I think he loves Penta more than his son. I think he loves Dragon Lee.
Penta.
Well, I think he loves Javon Evans more than his own son.
Probably. You may be onto something there. So, Rusev is standing on the apron right behind a ladder that is bridged between the apron and the announce table. This man, Rusev, does a jumping. Not Rusev. What the fuck? Ray does his jumping little leg lariat thing through the ladder. And as Rusev went down, Ray smacked his head right off the ladder.
Brutal.
And kept going.
Yeah.
He kept going in the match. So there's that for wanting Rey Mysterio to retire. Take that, Bruce. Penta gave JD McDonough a Mexican destroyer on a ladder that was bridged.
Brutal. Man, in the way JD went limp afterwards, man.
Oh, dude.
Incredible selling from JD, man.
Great stuff. Penta then gave a Mexican destroyer to Javon Evans just on the ground, and then would climb the ladder to secure and retain his Intercontinental Championship, bro. They actually kept the championship on Penta here, man. How did you feel about that? Did you think that was the right call, or would you want to see this go to somebody else?
I was okay with many of these people winning, man. I don't think... I mean, they had a Rusev, but I don't think they had a bad option for a winner here, man. Whether it was Ray, whether it was Penta, whether it was Javon. I probably would have preferred Javon personally, but I'm not mad in the slightest that Penta retained. I'm actually shocked and glad he retained. It makes him look very good. And this is the type of stuff that they needed to do with this mid-card division for a while. Let's have a consistent IC champ like Penta and I hope they continue after this match, man, and after Mania. But I'm very happy Penta won. I thought Javon Evans had it, man, but throughout the match, I kind of realized he wasn't gonna win, man. And it was Penta, man. I'm very glad Penta retained. He looks very good. I mean, at the end of the day, he requested a ladder match, and he retained in said ladder match. Looks like a beast, man. Very happy for Penta. I think they made a right decision here, man. And overall, I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the decision, and the two openers, night two, completely fucking washed night one in itself, man. And it was very good, man. But what about you? Did you think they made the right choice here?
I did. Similar to you, I think it would have been really nice to see, like a Javon Evans win the championship, or
Even a Dragon Lee or something would be cool.
I was gonna say even like a Dragon Lee or a JD McDonough or even Roots. There was really no bad option here, to be honest. Like any of the other guys, other than Javon and Penta, would have been like a really cool, like,
Oh
I guess,
wow.
surprise, like OMG Mania win. Javon was at the top of my list. I would have liked to see Javon win the championship. Penta was my second pick. I thought I thought he also had a chance to win and retain here. And I overall do not mind that Penta is holding on to the IC championship. I think he embodies an Intercontinental champion. I think he's one of their work rate. I think he's one of their best work rate guys. I wish they would use the division a little bit more than they actually do on a Monday night. But I don't mind. I don't mind at all Penta winning. I think that you can, with every single guy in the match, go on to have Penta feud with these guys. Overall, man, I do think Javon should be the one to take it from Penta. But through the summer, bro, I would love to see a feud with Rusev, a feud with a guy like JD McDonough, a feud with a babyface feud with a guy like Dragon Lee or Rey Mysterio. Again, I think they got a great division. I would love to see him feud with a guy like Bronson Reed upon arrival. Guys like that, I think WWE has an opportunity to make Penta's championship reign really good. Will they? Probably not. But at the end of the day, that's not to say that the potential for it isn't there, because I think it absolutely is. But Penta wins here, and again, I don't overall think it was I overall don't think it was a bad decision at all. Again, I really didn't have a problem with anybody winning here. I think everybody here would have been nice to see win. But Javon and Penta, I think, stood out to me the most. So I really don't think this was a bad decision. Not to mention Penta just won the championship. So
Exactly.
I think you can, again, I think there's the potential to do so much with a Pentagon championship, Intercontinental championship reign. So hopefully they do capitalize on it. So yeah.
No, 100%. They could bring back that work rate Raw division that was really good about a year ago, man. And they could really do a lot of stuff with all these guys in this match, like you said, and more, man. I would love to see Bronson Reed in here. I would love to see a returning Sheamus in this whole circle, man. And I do think
Joe Henry.
no, I'm okay with that one, man. I don't really like that fucking bum, but I still think overall the summer is going to be the journey for Javon Evans to win that IC title. I think that's going to be kind of the summer goal for their mid card division, and probably SummerSlam is for Javon Evans. So I'm happy with this result and happy to see what they're going to do with this division in the summer.
For sure. Hopefully, as good as it should be doing. Kevin says Penta is doing good compared to Ray Phoenix.
Oh man, they fucked Rhea Phoenix, man.
Man, jeez, Tony Khan freezing Ray Phoenix's contract.
Really screwed that man over.
Really, it really screwed Ray over. But I feel like it really did help Penta. I feel like Penta, I really do feel like Penta benefited from that, because honestly, if they would have brought them in together as the Lucha Bros, I guarantee you they would be one of those dead tag teams on the SmackDown tag division. Guarantee it.
100%. They would have been doing nothing on SmackDown. They would have like 2 or 3 world title reigns that would have meant nothing by now, and they just would have been in the same circle of facing the same people, man. So it's a detriment, and it's, I think, better at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah. Horrible for Ray Phoenix. Very good for Penta. But either way, I don't think it would have been good for Rey Fenix.
Got it, man.
Oh, God.
That's, I think, the one thing I'm going to have to disagree, man. Welcome back. But I'm glad we did not get a Damian Priest. Even though
So glad.
Damian Priest has been on my good side lately. He has. It hasn't been as bad as he usually is, man. But he's still Damian Priest at the end of the day. He's still on my shit list.
Yeah, he is still Damian Priest, that's for sure. Yeah, that guy sucks. That guy sucks. He should honestly never grace the WrestleMania stage probably ever again.
No singles stage ever again. I'll keep him in the tag team division, but I won't keep him in any singles division.
Yeah, I wouldn't keep him in anything. I would just
you don't fuck with
whenever they do spring cleaning, it's probably time you take the trash out.
You don't fuck with Wepa Up or whatever their name is.
Wepa Up.
Is it Wepa Up?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is, man. I thought it was Wepa Time or Wepa Truth, whatever it may be. Wepa Up. I love Wepa Up.
This dude had a cash-in that will forever go down as the cash-in that should have been LA Knights.
Oh, I wish that I in a perfect world that was literally LA Knights moment, man. Oh man. That's crazy.
That would have been iconic.
That would have been truly iconic, man. It really would have.
Gotti says Roman Reigns is the undisputed greatest of all time now, by the way.
Real shit. I mean, kind of already had that, but now it just even solidifies it even more.
Can't put him over John Cena, bro. Sorry.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Can't put him
for
over
me.
John Cena.
But he's on that mountain.
Can't do it.
He's on the side of the mountain.
Kevin says he can see Johnny Gargano leaving WWE.
Oh, 100%.
I think we got about another year and a half. I want to say he signed in August of 2022. If he signed a 5-year deal, that should bring us to 2027. Whenever that comes, he will be with Tommaso Ciampa in AEW. I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get DIY, FTR, and the Young Bucks 1,000%, man. And you know what? I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Let's get Candice over there, too. Please.
I think they would love her.
I think they would love Candice. I think that's someone that Tony Khan would actually really like.
Candice LeRae!
Johnny Gargano!
The Gargano escape!
DIY! Wonder what they would be called, though.
Do it yourself!
Oh, they would be called Do It Yourself.
What would they be called? I don't know.
Probably Do It Yourself, actually. Roman, Cena, Taker, debatable. Yeah, that is true. That is true. If you're doing a top 4, I'd probably slot Austin in there. And I think that's perfect top 4. Hogan, I'm not a big Hogan guy, so I don't know if I'd put him there, man.
What?
Even though at WWE World, dude.
Oh my God.
You see any clip of WWE World, it is fucking Hogan mania all over that fucking thing. They got statues, they got big signs, they got fucking costume. It is Hogan mania over there, man.
Dude, they're fucking with the Hulkster.
Okay.
They are really, really fucking with the Hulkster at WWE World. I've been seeing videos all weekend. WWE World is just plastered with Hogan displays as far as the eye can see. I'm like, what is their obsession?
Hogan, dude.
With Hulk Hogan. This guy was on top like for 30 fucking years ago.
Dude, he's still on top. He's Hulk Hogan, man. Sometime he got more screen time in WrestleMania than all the women.
Legit.
There was that one point there was that one Twitter post from Centel that said, unfortunately, I don't think Hogan will make it to the show, and that was actually wrong because he had more screen time than almost all the women's division, which is fucking wild. Fucking A, they love Hogan.
Jeez.
Man's got a whole statue, man.
So, this was the ladder match. Moving on here to what was, in my opinion, probably the weakest match of the night. Again, it didn't really get too much off the ground for me, man. Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Sami Zayn and Trick for the U.S. title. These guys were booing the holy balls out of Sami Zayn.
Good old Triple H. Who knew all Vince had to do for Daniel Bryan was keep him in the U.S. title scene, and it would have killed him. or just give Triple H the pin, and it would have killed Daniel Bryan, man. Because look what they did, man. They killed the honorary Uce. He is now the most booed man in the company. The honorary Uce, brother. What happened, man? Breaks my heart, man. Surely does.
Couple years ago,
he should have been in Cody's spot.
Couple years ago, we had Sami as the most beloved babyface going into the show to put on one of the best company matches, one of the best tag team matches in company history in the main event of WrestleMania. He's an absolute stud. And 3 short years later, this dude is walking into WrestleMania getting the life booed out of him.
Brother.
How'd you fuck that up, Paul?
They fucked it up. Paul fucked it up again. Paul's good at fucking it up, man. He really is. Sami came out to his chorus of boos with his trons that were like a bunch of playing cards of him. Of just pictures of him. Really weird trons for Sami Zayn. And Trick Williams came out to a very cool introduction from Lil Yachty, man. With the longest coat, I think, in WrestleMania history, man. That shit was long, and it just kept going.
It was very long. Dottie says we should talk about WrestleMania soon.
We should talk about WrestleMania soon, man. We should.
I think we're talking about WrestleMania right now.
I think that's been the whole weekend, unfortunately.
Yes. There's been a lot of talking about WrestleMania.
A lot, man.
Might need you to elaborate on this a little more.
What do you mean, WrestleMania soon?
I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused by this comment. Yes, Trick had a very cool entrance, man. Lil Yachty did the meme the meme walkout. You know that video
where he walks out and
where everybody's like, bro, this is the most aura-filled walkout, and it's Lil Yachty, skipping out there. He did that. That was pretty cool. Man. And he announced Tricky Williams.
Tricky Williams, man.
Trick came out there, and he had a coat that lasted probably about like 50 yards of the ramp. Of the 70-yard ramp, it probably lasted about 50 or 60 yards of it.
Insane length. And it was funny because you could tell every 10, 15 feet, he would look back to make sure it wasn't snagged on nothing. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Good stuff. So, Sami, early on in the match, Yachty was beating up on Trick. Or it's checking up on Trick, not beating up on Trick. And Sami started beating up on Yachty.
Bro, Sami Zayn, what the hell, man?
Sami was beating up Lil Yachty, bro.
That ain't right. Sami, what happened?
Crowd's booing him. He's throwing Yachty up against the barricade. Yachty then got involved, distracted Sami, and Trick Williams hit not the trick shot, I think it was his pump kick on Sami Zayn for a kick out. And Sami would go to deliver the haluva kick. But as he was running, he got hit with a trick shot by Tricky Williams. And Trick Williams won the match. Trick won the match. He won the U.S. title as he beat Sami clean as a whistle.
Very much.
And crowd's going crazy. Trick Williams celebrated with his parents, and then they shoot over to Sami Zayn, and he is looking very sad. So I just have a feeling they will end up doing this double turn, which is just, to me, it's just so sad. Not for, not for the case of. Not for the case of Trick Williams. I mean, I guess kind of. I didn't really want to see him turn babyface. I'll be okay with him turning babyface if he keeps his cool factor
and his
about
cockiness.
Him. Yes, if he needs to hold on to the confidence about himself. I don't want to see him, just overnight become this white meat baby face or this, I need to see him cocky. I that's the Trick we need to see. I'll be okay with that. For me, what's just so sad here is Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? This dude since 2022 has been a babyface. Even when he was a heel with the bloodline, he was a babyface, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody loved this guy, and it's just so sad. Before we can get the world title run with Sami Zayn, they're gonna turn him heel because of something they fucked up with. Again, it's not that the fans don't love or respect this guy. It's because of your stalling booking. You cost this guy what could have been an amazing moment. And the moment, let's be honest, has passed us by, but it is a little hard to accept. It is.
It is. It's hard to accept the change in waves of Sami Zayn's character, man. I think they took it in the complete wrong direction, and they didn't do the right things after all the bloodline stuff came and went, man, with Sami Zayn. But overall, in terms of match, it was the weakest match on tonight, man. But even with its weakness, it really doesn't compare to how bad last night was. So I'll take a week. If this match is the weakest thing you did on a night, I'm okay with that being something that's a weak compared to what yesterday was when the whole show was fucking weak. Besides two things. So overall, like what they did here in terms of choice and ending, man. I like the ending sequence of the match, and I like the Trick Williams decision, man. I really hope when they do that double turn, because I know it's inevitable, they keep Trick's character as very cocky, very sure of himself, and overall the Trick we see, maybe just a little more willing to be nice with the fans or something like that, man. I hope they don't make him some white meat dork. And I think you'll be overall fine with Trick if you turn him. And Sammy, I know that turn's coming, man. I really hope it's only a temporary turn up until they start next year's WrestleMania build. But at this point, even though it's in Saudi, I don't even know if he'll be in that world title scene next year, man. But we'll see how it goes. I really have no faith with them with Sammy at this point, man. And we'll see how it goes. But overall, I like the Trick Williams win, man. And I'm intrigued to see how they continue that U.S. title division, man. I hope Mello, I hope Dragunov, I hope they all get that time in this division, man. I'm sure they're gonna probably put Royce Keys in that division too. So hopefully they start doing good. Hopefully they start doing good with that, man.
The only way you can get Sami Zayn to have a heel run that I think is going to be acceptable is if you Johnny Gargano this shit. And I think you need to put a different spin on it. So one thing I think could be very good for Sami Zayn's momentum is if he does end up doing this heel run, you need to have him try to do this the way that, he's told to by, you got to be more slimy. You got to cheat. You got to, do all these heel tactics. This is how you get ahead in WWE. But I think it would be very telling for a guy that Sammy has a lot of history with. I think it would be very telling for a guy like Kevin Owens, his best friend, a guy who is a, grimy heel. A guy who, understands what that's like to, cheat to win and, be a slimy guy, fucking spike pile driving everybody. For Kevin Owens to maybe step in and be the equalizer for Sami Zayn and kind of tell him, like, dude, this is not you. This is not you. You need to remember who you are. You need to remember what makes you you. You need to do things the Sami Zayn way. I think that's the best way you can go with this if you do want to go that route and have Kevin Owens, again, a guy who understands what Sammy's doing, but loves him enough as a brother to say, like, what the fuck are you doing? This isn't you. You know what I mean? This is what I do. You know what I mean? This isn't what makes you you. I think that's maybe the best way you can go about this, or maybe the best chance you have at getting the fans to kind of rally behind Sami Zayn again. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Again, winning all these mid-card championships doesn't really help his case. I think if anything, that damages it a little bit more. That's maybe the best way you can go about this. But at the end of the day, I really do think them putting the U.S. title on Sammy, and that's just a complete Triple H decision, is one of the worst things that they could have done for him.
No, yeah, that was one of the worst decisions that Triple H could have made, and he made it with Sami Zayn. So I hope they are able to rectify it in their journey with whatever they'll do with the heel run and whatever they might do at WrestleMania. I hope Kevin Owens will be able to return by then. I really hope so, because I really think, like you said, he could help KO Sammy's case, and we'll see when we get there, man.
Yeah.
And I really just hope we get to see KO again, man. I really hope so.
I do. Very much so.
Think about him all the time, man. I miss him, dude. Man. Him being here probably would have prevented that whole Cody and Randy shit this year, man. And man, I think about that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get this guy another world title, bro.
We need to, man. If he can make it back, let's run that Money in the Bank win for him back again, man. Let's do that. I really hope so he can make it back.
That would be dope. That would be very dope. So, that was Sami and Trick. Again, gotta say, man, not the biggest Trick guy in the ring. He's acceptable in the ring. He's not terrible in the ring. He's been growing on me. I feel like the more I watch Trick, I do see the improvements.
I do.
I do see the improvements. Again, he's not really the best. I always kind of thought Trick Williams was an entrance and nothing more. But I gotta say, he has been impressing me in the ring as of. I just feel like he's growing in the ring. He's getting better.
Sorry, he is, man. He is, and he's no Joe Hendry. He's no fucking Danhausen. He's not one of those people. There's literally just whatever their gimmick is. That's all they are. He's not like that.
Yeah. So Sami Zayn loses, and it looks like they are headed the way towards the double turn with Trick and Sami. So, Sami loses, and Trick is your new U.S. champion, man. As Michael Cole said this at the end of this match, and I thought this was a really dope thing. He said when Trick Williams won, the future looks bright in WWE. And after the Oba stuff and after the Trick stuff, I think that was a great line to say. I think that was a great point to hammer home.
And I really hope that's true, man. I really hope so.
Yes, now it's just up to them to keep up with it.
Keep doing it. Exactly. Keep up with that phrase. I really hope they do.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Because their future is only going to be as bright as they make it.
Exactly. And it can be very bright with the talent they have. They just have to let it be bright. They have to open the blinds themselves.
100%. With that being said, we have the next match. The Demon versus Dominic Mysterio, man. But before we get to that, we do have a word from W Energy, man. I'm sorry, this is the last ad break you guys are going to have to watch tonight, man. And with that, W has an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W's a clean formula, sugar-free, zero-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Truly, always, gotta shout out W, man. Whether workout, whatever you need the energy for, man. Don't worry, we're not going to spend 4 minutes talking about W for you guys, man. I know we dealt with a lot of that tonight, but always got to shout them out, man. If you ever need the energy, you ever need the focus, and you don't want to have the jitters, got to try W, man, because it'll do all that for you, and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly, always, got to shout out W.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, as always, to the great people over at W. And thank you for being the official sponsor of what we do.
That's what we do
here at NHP. And next, we got Dominic Mysterio versus the Demon King, Finn Balor. Dominic had a King of the Luchadors entrance. He came out with a bunch of luchadors, that were in the OG Mysterio mask, and he was on a throne. He then jumped down, and they all caught him.
Thankfully, they caught him.
Thankfully. That could have went terrible.
Imagine, that would have been horrible.
Imagine at WrestleMania, dude, they fucking drop Dominic Mysterio.
In his entrance? Oh, man.
He fucking falls right through all of them.
Oh.
Falls right on the floor. Imagine that. That would have been terrible. We got We got Dominic, like I said, coming out with that going on. And then it was time. We seen the return. Finn told us he was back, and he was back.
Well, more like WWE told us he was back first.
That's right. Well, we got the lights. The lights were flickering. We started hearing the heartbeat. And the heartbeat went all the way up until Finn touched the heart. And once he touched the heart, we heard the breathing and the start of the theme song, the demon version of Catch Your Breath. Dude, this was so sick to see the demon back. He came out with that headdress again, the one with the spiked mohawks. He wore that before. I can't remember where, but I remember he had, I want to say that was Mania 39. He came out with the spiked mohawk headdress. So that was super, super, super dope to see. He came out obviously with his headdress with the spikes and the long little dreadlocks on there. He had his little wraparound skirt thing that he wears. And this demon was red and blue. This was a red and blue demon. The last time he did a red and blue demon was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre demon. The one at Takeover Dallas when he faced Samoa Joe, and he came out wearing the Leatherface Texas Chainsaw gear. He had a red and blue demon then. And this time he had a red and blue demon as well. He the tongue was like coming from the side of his chest. And then on the back it said demon, and it showed the demon eating Dominic Mysterio. So that was very, very cool. Very, very cool demon, man.
Also had red contacts and a black painted tongue. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes. One of the contacts one of the contacts fell out mid match, so that
That was kind of awkward.
It was a little awkward, man. That was just a little awkward. So you had that, and yes, so he had the black tongue, and the red eyes, and he came out to a bejesus amount of streamers.
A lot of streamers. You could have went a little lighter on the streamers, man.
Dude, that whole front row, that row that was like sitting on the ramp, they were caked in streamers, bro.
They literally were caked in a layer of just thick together streamers, man. The entrance was sick. Streamers, a little much. Could have toned those down, man. But overall, very dope seeing the demon again, man. And it was very cool demon design this time. I loved it. I loved blue and the demon, man. I thought it was really good. I really loved the back piece to it too. I loved the paint of him eating Dominic. Very, very cool, man. And I do like the spiky headdress. I thought that was really cool. And the little heart prop was something really cool and really new. So very much glad we got to see the demon again, man. And it was a really cool looking demon and a very sick entrance.
Yes, during the entrance, the camera work, man, Stu was busting his ass, bro.
He was working his ass off.
He was moving.
He was.
So we had Dom. Oh, I forgot to mention, as he got closer to the ring, he had those those like smoke guns that he had, those like smoke flares that he had at Mania 39. He came out,
waving them around.
But this time he only kept them for. Oh, he also had a staff that had the demon like headdress with a bunch of spikes on it and like a demon mask. It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I thought the return of the demon was dope. I liked it a lot more than the WrestleMania 39 demon.
Oh, 100%. I really love this design. I thought it was a real cool, fresh design, man. And the props really made it perfect.
Yes, they actually turned this into a street fight. And I was very scared. Because the last time we seen the demon using weapons, it was at Mania 39 when he was pulling out red and purple kendo sticks. We did see that here today, but they were just regular kendo sticks and regular chairs. They weren't painted red and they weren't painted purple. So I was very pleasantly surprised with that.
Very pleasantly surprised. I hate gimmick stuff like that, especially when it's to that extent, when it's just a color painted on something that already exists, man. Very glad they didn't do that.
For sure. When the match started, Dominic was scared.
He was very scared.
I was so scared when this match started. When they cut to Dominic and he was hiding behind the announce table, Michael Cole's sitting sideways looking at him, like making fun of him.
Damn.
Dominic's scared of the demon.
Scared of the demon, man.
I was very pleasantly surprised as this match went on. Dominic was kind of giving Finn the business, bro. He did get a lot of offense in here, and I was very, very glad with that. There was a couple sequences where he was just nailing this dude with chair shots, bro. So it was nice to see. Dominic was hitting suicide dives on the demon. He was throwing Finn through tables that he was setting up in the corners. He was snapping them right through a Slim Jim table. He then hit a 619 with a chair wrapped around Finn's head for a near fall. After this, Balor would regain offense. He would regain offense, putting a chair around Dominic's head and hitting him with the shotgun dropkick in the corner. This looked great. When he kicked Dom in the corner, the chair completely flew off Dominic's head.
No, it was a really sick sequence, man. I love that sequence. I love the way the chair flew off his head and out into ringside, man. Very cool setup, and they executed that perfectly, man. That looked really dope.
100%. After this, Finn laid Dominic on a Slim Jim table, went to the top, and snapped him right through it with a coup de grace. And the Demon King picked up the victory in his return. The match was good, man. The match was good. I would have liked to see this one look like it had a little more heat behind it, being that these guys were in a group together for 4 years. I really wish they would have been
allowed to go a little harder.
Yeah, allowed to. I really wish. Yeah, I really do wish. Again, they would have. This would have looked a bit more physical in that aspect, but it wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. I actually thought it was. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a nice return for the demon, and for the love of God, the demon won. I'm just glad that happened.
You didn't want to flop like a fish and lose, man. You didn't want him to have his entrance music hit in the middle of the match to power him up and not work. Very much glad we got the redemption of the demon here, man. Very glad at that. I am in the same boat as you. I like the match. I obviously love the result, man. But I would have liked a little more oomph to the street fight aspect of this match, especially when Finn came out with that spiky staff. Was like, oh, it's a street match. He's coming out with a cool weapon-looking staff. Would have loved at least a swing of that thing at some point or something, man. I would like a little more violence, man. A little more heat to this match, man. But overall, the match we did get was good. Very good chair shots, cool table spots, man. And overall, I like what they gave us, man. I would have, like you said, preferred a little more extremeness to the street fight aspect, man. But loved seeing the demon again. Loved that they didn't make Dom just run around scared during the whole match. And loved the result with Finn picking up the win, man. Very glad with that, man. And happy the demon won, and we got the demon redemption. Finally, the demon is redeemed, man. So I'm very curious to see what's next for these guys. I feel like they're going to still be around each other after this. But first match was very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you looking at?
There is no way that's an actual stat.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. The last time the demon got a victory was Mania 35 against Bobby Lashley.
Oh, my God.
But it's also saying he beat Andrade at Super Showdown in 2019. But I don't remember the demon ever facing Andrade.
Was that one of those Super Showdowns that was just a live event?
No, this was the one with Undertaker and Goldberg. It was the 2019 one.
Was it on a pre-show then? Might have been on the pre-show.
Oh my God, that was the Demon.
It was? Oh my God, Andrade faced the Demon?
What the fuck was Andrade doing against the Demon in 2019 for the IC title?
You could have dead ass gave me that as a trivia question. Did Andrade ever face Demon Finn Balor? I would have answered no.
Oh, 100%.
And I would have got it wrong.
I would have said absolutely, absolutely not.
And that's 2019 WWE for you, dude.
Yes.
Andrade faced the Demon, and I couldn't remember that in the slightest, man.
Andrade fought the Demon?
That's a wild fact.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this graphic.
And it's a whole graphic, too, and he was IC champ. Finn was IC champ. Holy hell, I did not remember that at all, man. Man.
Okay, well, why the fuck? And that would be the last time he brought the Demon out until Mania 39. He brought the Demon out against Roman Reigns, so it was away for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
He went away. No, that's wrong. Didn't the Demon face Bray, or was that regular Finn?
I think it was regular Finn, because didn't the Demon match get canceled, so they just ended up going with another match later that was just regular Finn?
Yes, yeah.
Because they were going to do...
Because the debut Fiend was...
Just Finn.
Just Finn.
It was just Finn. It was just Finn, and the Fiend just beat straight up normal Finn Balor. You know, we almost got a Pumpkin Demon versus Bray and Drag. And thank God for whatever they got sick with, man.
Bray and Drag.
That was going to be some of the worst shit ever, dude. I'll never forget that graphic, dude. I'll never forget that graphic. And like that like little teaser they made.
They're going to have her out there in a dress.
He literally had like a wedding veil over his head. And then they did some fucking like girl laugh. I remember that shit so much, man. It's burned my brain. And then obviously they had to cancel it because Bray got sick. And then we got that dope ass AJ and Finn match.
Yes. Yep. The last time the Demon won was against Andrade.
Didn't even know that match happened.
I never knew
genuinely
that match took fucking place on planet Earth.
I would have lost insanely if you gave me that as a trivia question. I would have guaranteed be like, what? When the fuck did he face the Demon? No, that's not true. That never happened. And it fucking happened, bro. Andrade faced the Demon. That's an insane thing.
And the next time the Demon would win was 7 years later. In 2026.
God damn. What the hell happened, man?
God.
It's been a rough 6 years, man. 7 years.
Jeez. So, yes, the Demon picks up the victory. And again, a match I thought they could have been a little more physical, could have been a little more eager to beat each other's ass. But in saying that, they still did give us a good display of whooping each other's ass, I thought.
They did, overall.
The next match. The WWE Women's Championship. WWE announced a VIP Priority Pass member is going to be joining us on commentary.
They
didn't give him a mic, but they gave him a headset. So I guess this was like their VIP priority on-site location. I guess maybe first-hand experience on what it's like to be a commentator. How much did this fucking dork pay to sit next to Wade Barrett and Michael Cole and see what life like a commentator is like?
No, exactly, dude, man. I would love to know how much this dude, this old schmuck, done paid to sit next to the commentators for a match for no reason, man. First of all, that's such a lame VIP deal. Oh my god, you get to sit next to the commentators.
We could have made that real fun.
I would have made that real fucking fun.
I would have gave the fans an experience to remember.
Exactly. I'd been escorted out. But they would have remembered that moment, man. They really would have. But what a fucking insane thing, dude. That's just insanely sad.
What?
And I hope it gets revealed how much that schmuck paid to do that.
Oh, 100%. I need to know, how much did this guy pay to sit there with a headset on? Yeah. Okay, first of all, the seat itself. What were the Mania tickets? 75, 80K?
Like 70 to 80 just at ringside.
he had to pay 110,000 easy.
Easy, man. Easy. That's on the low end, man. I gotta know how much that schmuck paid.
Also, too, speaking of paying for things, WWE World had to cancel a lot of Cody stuff because of the injury. He suffered like a black eye, his eye was swollen shut. What happened to the people that paid 10 G's for the bus tour? Because I made the joke. Like, man, a couple weeks ago when we were talking about it, I legitimately sat here and made the joke. Like, if he wrestles night one, what the fuck happens if, like, he gets injured and he can't make and he's not able to do the tour? What happens? I certainly hope these people get their refunds in a very fast time. Does anybody know what happened to the bus tour? Because if he wasn't able to make WWE World, I'm assuming he wasn't able to make his bus tour.
Which, like, damn, you just got canceled on that. Hopefully you get a refund. Hopefully you didn't have to still do it with somebody else in his place, because that would fucking suck. That's not what you paid $10,000 for. That sucks, man. That's a wild thing to do. A wild angle to run. In just canceling all the stuff your fans paid for. That's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
You paid to meet Cody Rhodes at WWE World, and you get to meet fucking Damian Priest instead. What a fucking downgrade.
I'll walk the fuck out of that bus. If he walked in there, I would walk the fuck out so fast.
I told him I need my fucking refund right now, man. Get the fuck out of my face.
I would have inquired about the refund immediately. No, but in all seriousness though, why in the world would you pay that, whatever you paid, to sit next to commentary?
Folks are losers, man. That's some loser ass shit.
And this dude's just sitting there smiling, didn't say a word.
Cheesing.
I would ask for a microphone immediately.
Oh, I'm going off.
I would have grabbed, I would have been on commentary. I would have been like, so Michael Cole, what are your thoughts on the horrific ending of WrestleMania Night 1 last night?
What do you think of the tremendous fuck up that Pacemaker Paul done did last night, man? What do you think about that, Cole? Huh? Gonna give me an answer? Man, come on.
How long, truly, before TKO does put together a package where a fan actually gets to get on commentary?
They're gonna do a package where some fan gets some type of mic time, dude, and it's gonna go so south. Did they not watch the Sami Zayn electric chair segments? Those are some of the worst shits ever, man. I mean, it was so bad, it was hilarious, man. The man literally said AEW on WWE television, and one of the most funny moments they never did.
Speaking of 2019 WWE, bro, do you remember the third hour of Raw when it would go dark?
It would go dark, and it was edgy, man. They
edgy.
turned the lights off.
It was an edgy hour, bro.
Because, that was an era where, WWE was obsessed with lighting the crowd up in, like, red and colorful lights, and they were edgy by turning those lights off. Yeah. They turned crowd lights off. Holy shit, man. Raw went dark.
Wow.
And they would fucking change the graphics to be like in black instead of red in the background. God, that was fucking horrible. And then there was Raw Underground also.
Yeah.
Remember Raw Underground?
I do.
Unfortunately, I do, man.
That was the start to Shane McMahon's wannabe MMA promotion.
Which, like, it was so... Because in the worst part, it would randomly cut to it for like 5 minutes. And it was just two fucking jobbers beating each other in a fucking in a ropeless ring, and that was it.
You fucking had Arturo Ruiz fucking whooping Humberto Carrillo's ass in Raw Underground, and then Omos was the bodyguard.
It was so bad.
That was terrible.
It was so bad.
Yeah, but honestly, I really wonder how much longer it's going to be till TKO offers a package of you can pay $200K to get 30 seconds on the mic. Or you could pay $300K and sit with commentary for a whole match.
Exactly.
Michael Cole was so awkward announcing like what this dude was doing here exactly. It was hilarious.
Like, dude, it's gonna get worse and worse. There's gonna be a package where you get to fucking go out with LA Knight in his entrance.
You already know
and
it.
You know they're gonna stick it on LA Knight or some shit like that, man. You fucking know it.
You get to do the entrance with Jey Uso. You fucking know it's coming.
You know that all that shit is coming, man. It's just gonna grow worse and worse.
Or like, imagine if LA Knight does another like entrance in the truck. You could pay $400K and you get to sit in the truck with LA Knight as he makes his entrance. You know shit like that's coming.
You know shit like that's coming, man. You damn well know they're gonna get more egregious with the shit you pay to do, man.
Yep.
You go in and fucking your choice of editing for a Raw segment or something, man. It's gonna be horrible.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'll never forget those schmucks at Elimination Chamber looking at the fucking production truck.
That was so sad.
That
dude.
was so fucking sad. Like, how much did y'all pay to get to walk up to a production truck and then walk back in the fucking arena?
The most north side yuppie families walking in a fucking button up, fucking walking in the production. Wow.
First of all, who's dressing like that to a wrestling show, bro? Who's going to a wrestling show looking like you're going to fucking golf?
Look, not even going to golf. They look like they were
Like a
going for a
football
business
coach.
meeting.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even like a polo shirt. They were in like legit button up and vest, bro. They were just like Cody Rhodes, and fucking
Bro.
John Cena tonight.
Like, bro, who are you?
Literally, man. That
Who
shit
the
was
fuck
so
do
sad.
you think you are?
And they were able to walk in the ring, and they just stand there in the ring. That's all they do. Crazy shit, man. Crazy sad shit.
TKO. Jade Cargill.
Even though one thing about commentary, bro, Michael Cole always calls him Cargill unless they're in a match, and he calls her Cargill.
Oh yeah.
If it's a segment, he says Cargill. If it's a match, the whole match he'll say Cargill. Makes no sense.
Bro, I think Joe Tess is the worst.
Oh,
With Jade's name. I don't think he's ever gotten it right.
it's
either Cargo or Cargill.
His pronunciation is horrible.
With Jade, Joe Tess is a good commentator, but man, he can't get Jade's name right to save his life.
No, he really can't, man.
It's either I've never heard him say Jade Cargill. It's Cargill or Cargo.
Jade Cargo.
Jade Cargo. Nice.
Good lord.
Yes, Joe Tess. He's a great announcer. He
I
really
fuck with
is.
Joe, but
I love Joe, but man, he can't get Jade's name right to save his life.
No, he really can't.
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill.
Cargo.
Jade Gargle.
Jade comes out to like a storm entrance. This was like it was like maybe like a sandstorm. It was like a tan storm, other than her, normal blue.
Yeah, instead of like normal blue lightning, she did like orange yellow lightning, which is cool. It was a cool little difference, man.
Mm-hmm. It was. She comes out.
She went from the Amazing Spider-Man Electro to No Way Home Electro. that was genuinely my first thought.
Yes, she came out. She actually debuted a move called the Sandstorm in this match. We'll get to it, but we've never seen this move before. Never before.
This move before, man.
Yep.
At least not performed like that.
Yeah.
Not that slow.
Definitely not. So Jade comes out, Rhea comes out, she's got an all white gear on, look pretty dope. What she didn't no, it was just entrance.
It was just entrance,
attire, right?
Yeah, just attire,
really.
no wings or nothing, nothing special for her.
Her Trons were a little different. They had skulls on it. If
they
that's
did have
any
skulls.
different.
Exactly.
Rhea Ripley came out. Again, pretty normal entrance. Pretty normal entrance. Quick side note. I feel like I gotta bring this up just for anybody. Recently heard about what Rhea Ripley's kind of been going through. Apparently Rhea Ripley's been dealing with an eating disorder. So just want to take a couple seconds to shout out Rhea Ripley, because I'm sure it takes a lot of guts to go out in front of the whole world when you're going through something like that and perform. So hopefully everything goes okay with that. And if anybody is going through that, man, don't be afraid to reach out and don't be afraid to talk about it or get help or just express how you feel. And also, if you guys know somebody you think's going through that, bro, check up on your people, man. That's very important to me. Checking up on your people. So Yeah, shout out to Rhea Ripley, because that's very brave. It's very brave of her, and that really sucked to hear that she's going through that.
No, it really does. I hope everything works out, man. I hope she's feeling good, doing good mentally, man. And like you said, man, check up on your people, your family, your friends, anybody you're in your life with, man. Check up on them, make sure they're doing good, man. And I wish her the best for everything, man. I know she's always talking about how she'll get stressed before big matches and whatnot. And you add something like that onto her, man. Hopefully everything is doing good for her. I truly wish the best.
For sure. For sure. So shout out to Rhea. Shout out to Rhea. Jade Cargill, this was probably the best she's ever looked. Now, granted, she was in the ring with Rhea Ripley, but like even at that, a lot of her sequences itself, this was the most smooth I've ever seen Jade Cargill look. I gotta say, I do have to give credit where credit is due. I'm obviously very hard on Jade Cargill. A lot of times we see Jade, she does come off very sloppy to me. So I think that tonight, when it mattered most, I must say, there were a couple moments in this match where I gave a whoa, wow, I've never seen her do that before. All right, I've never seen her execute things so smooth. Excuse me, so smoothly as we did tonight. So I gotta shout out Jade there, man. I thought she did an exceptional job with her sequences tonight.
She did a really good job, man. She was a lot smoother, a lot quicker paced, and just more smooth than usual tonight in this match with Rhea, man. For improvement was there tonight, and I hope that continues and we see more and more of it. It was a good night for Jade Cargill in the ring, man. It was.
Yes, 100%. 100%, man. Jade Cargill caught Rhea Ripley off of, I think she was getting in the ring, and she gave her a smooth ass arm drag, or a arm. Yeah,
kind of like a
arm trap.
Yeah,
like grabbed her arm and kind of like trapped her to the ground for a crossface. Very smooth, very smooth. That's like, I think it's like I think it was a move Benoit used to do. Like he would grab the wrist and then he would elbow like their shoulder blade and like drop them to the ground.
Send them to the ground. Exactly.
She's getting in her Benoit bag here. Hitting the crippler crossface on Rhea Ripley. Jade Cargill then does a shoulder thrust to Rhea Ripley. Rhea is kind of bent down up against the ropes, and Jade Cargill does like a fucking buckshot lariat springboard over Rhea's back. Hits her with a super kick and a spine buster. That was the smoothest shit I ever seen Jade Cargill do. That was... This is what
I'm looking for.
She shouldn't have been brought to the main roster until she was actually like
doing this stuff.
Doing this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Very shocked here.
Very shocked, very happy. That shit was very smooth, man. And this is what we should have got the whole time, or this is what they should have done. This is how they should have brought her up and into the main roster division of WWE. But she's finally moving like this, man. So I'm very happy to see.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So we have the Be Fabulous group.
Be Fabulous group.
We have B-Chin and B-Fab.
Per Michael Cole, we have B-Fab and we have B-Chin. What in the Excalibur Tony Schiavone fuck up is that? B-Chin.
B-Chin.
We have B-Chin. B-Chin.
B-Chin.
I love B-Chin, man.
B-Fab and B-Chin.
Go to group, man. Go to back.
The B-Fabulous group.
The B backup for Jade Cargill.
The B-plus players.
yeah, maybe B-minus.
Yeah, the B-minus players. That's a good one. They interfered, distracting Mrs. Ripley, allowing Jade Cargill to hit the Sandstorm.
Never seen a move like this before, man.
This is where Jade Cargill kind of lost me here for just a second, bro, because she hit the Sandstorm, which, tell me if this sounds any familiar, guys, but she got her up in electric chair position, got rid of one leg, grabbed the head, and tucked her down in a driver. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that sounds like, and it sure as hell looked to me, like a one-winged angel.
What shit? The Jade Cargill done did a one-winged angel, man.
One-winged.
One-winged, technically, per Excalibur, man.
Winged angel?
Like you said, bro, that's where she lost me, man. Not only was it very slow,
Sandstorm,
but Rhea immediately kicked out of technically a one-winged angel.
Nobody's ever done it. Adam Page can't do it. Swerve Strickland can't do it.
Okada can't.
Okada can't even kick out of a one-winged angel.
I think Okada is the only person that it's actually Cody Ibushi is the only person to ever kick out of the one-winged angel.
Is he really?
He actually is. I think
that makes sense because he's got Kenny's number.
He does has Kenny's number, quite literally in
And
his
him.
phone. Yeah, and him too. They have each other very much. They do, man.
They love
But
each
only
other.
one man has ever kicked out of the one-winged angel, and that is Cody Ibushi. And now you could add Rhea Ripley.
You think Speedball's kick out of it?
He might start to. You never know, man. He might
probably,
start to
yeah.
kick out of it. I think that's where Coda might draw the line. But well, now you could add
Coda
one,
sees that it's over.
Hey,
I'm
it's
sorry.
over. It's over, man. But now you could add one more name to that list.
Yep.
And Rhea Ripley kicked out of the one-winged angel, man. Or the Sandstorm.
The Sandstorm, yeah. Jade Cargill busted out a fucking one-winged angel
She got some balls,
at
man.
WrestleMania.
You done busted out. You done took the one-winged angel, man. That's a crazy move.
What do you
to
think
take.
Excalibur said when he saw this? You think he was watching Mania?
The Sandstorm. He definitely said the Sandstorm.
Jade Cargill with the Sandstorm!
Jade Cargill with the Sandstorm. Definitely, man.
Do you think he called it the Sandstormid?
The Sandstormid.
One-winged angel?
One-winged angel. Man, oh man. But add Rhea to that list of Coda and Rhea Ripley. People are saying MJF technically kicked out of the one-winged angel, Logan. I do not fall for that, man. That was like a 15 count by the time. If you're past 7 seconds, the kick out does not count, if that makes sense.
When? At Dynasty?
At Dynasty, you know how like,
was it the one off the top?
where he took like 15 seconds for the new ref to come in?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Once you're past like 7-8 seconds, the kick out is guaranteed at that point. It's not a real kick out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't kick out of the move at that point.
100%.
You kicked it's
The only one that has Kenny's number, the only one that's ever allowed to have Kenny's number is Kota Ibushi.
Is Coda fucking Ibushi, man.
That's because they have personal, deep-rooted,
very deep actually.
history.
Very deep history, man.
Yeah, very, very deep history with those two. Those two are legends.
In the game.
In the game. In the ring.
Go on.
In life.
That is true.
In each other's life.
Very much each other's lives.
Yeah.
But Rhea Ripley kicked out of the one-winged angel, man.
Yeah.
Only her and Coda.
Yeah.
She's an elite level, man.
100%. So, we then get the save from Io Sky. Io Sky comes out and she starts attacking the B sisters.
B-Fab and B-Chin.
B-Fab and B-Chin. And
dude, I'm actually so glad we got a commentary fuck up this weekend, man. Because like with WWE, half time it's just dumb commentary.
It's just Michael Cole being a corn dog.
Just saying fucking I show splash and shit. Like it's just shit like that, man. But we finally got
Lil Yachty's my buddy.
oh my god, we finally got a real fuck up with B-Chin. That made my night. B-Chin. Goated.
Again, that's a one redeeming quality from an AEW pay-per-view.
Is you're gonna get funny fuck ups like fucking
yes,
like
Malachi back,
Roderick Strong's Malachi back, Kyle O'Fletcher, goated fuck ups, dude. Now, there was like 3 pay-per-views last year back to back that had some of the best commentary fuck ups in the world. Dude. Never forget that era.
Malachi back The leader of the Hurt Syndicate, MJF.
Back body drop by Malachi Black.
So we're gonna miss my Malachi Black.
Malachi back. Kyle O'Flesher.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Like, dude, just don't acknowledge it, bro. Why would you acknowledge it? Like tonight with Michael Cole, he didn't. He just kept it going. He said "be fat." He said "beachin" and just moved on.
And here they are, B-Fab and Beachin.
Beachin.
Io Sky comes out for the save and attacks B-Fab and Beachin. She then gets up on the ring apron, and Jade thought she was going to springboard on her. So Jade wanted to pump kick Io, and she went to pump kick Io, but in a really cool spot, Io actually flew back the other way, gave a moonsault to B-Fab and Beachin. Rhea then got behind Jade, went for the Riptide, and Jade countered it. Went to go for a Jaded, but Rhea rolled under Jade's legs, and hit her with a picture-perfect Riptide. I actually love that sequence. That whole ending sequence looks so smooth. The way she went to pump kick Io, like she was sure Io was coming after her, and then Io just moonsaulted back, and she's got the most beautiful moonsault ever. And then the Riptide counter. And then I was like, oh my God, dude, Jade's going to fucking win this.
Oh,
and then the way Rhea rolled through that, Rhea knows how to bang in the ring. She absolutely led Jade Cargill to the best match she's ever had on the main roster up until this point, I think. And hit her with a Riptide, bro. And Rhea Ripley has now held all of the current looking championship. She's held the new women's world title, obviously, and she's now holding the WWE women's championship, man. So
her and Io, man, they did it.
They did it, bro. Oh yeah, that's right.
Io did it too.
Yes.
She did the reverse, actually.
Yep.
Which is very cool, man. Very cool from Rhea. Very happy for Rhea. Very happy with the decision made tonight with the Rhea victory. And like you said, that ending sequence was incredible. The way
Very good.
Jade jumped out of it and then under her, grabbed her arm and like took it with her to set up man, very, very cool sequence to end the match, man. Very much thought it was very smooth and thought they made the right decision. I'm happy for Rhea. I'm intrigued to see hopefully little bit fresher SmackDown Women's Division after this, man. Mm-hmm. And I think they made the right decision with Rhea here tonight. Very happy with that.
Yes, and we're going to be getting somebody like Rhea on SmackDown, like you said, which is a huge fresh name to that division. And that is just, again, that is great for that division because, my God.
They need it.
They need it terribly bad. Terribly bad. A little bit of freshness in the slightest because now look at what you can do. You can do Rhea, Alexa, Rhea, Charlotte, Rhea, Jordan Grace is a fresh matchup. Rhea Tiffany Stratton is something we've never seen before. Rhea Bianca, when Bianca comes back, depending on how long Rhea does end up staying over there. Rhea Jade, obviously, you can run this back. So there's a lot with Rhea now participating on SmackDown you can do there. Again, and like I said, Alexa, Jordan, Tiffany, those names come to mind. Julia, all those names come to mind. Kiana Jones, those are all names that come to mind as new faces, because how long has Rhea been around Io and Liv and the Judgment Day and
Raquel and all of them, and exactly a whole bunch of press, even with some call-ups. Like I feel like Sol Ruka's gonna go to SmackDown, so you could do Rhea and Sol Ruka, bro. You could do a lot with her on SmackDown. It could really make SmackDown feel fresh, man. I really like this decision.
Yeah, 100%. Flex.
You think it's robbery, man?
Says this is robbery.
I don't know, man.
This is not robbery.
I was actually very much enjoying that ending sequence and the reaction to that ending sequence.
100%. 100%. So, that was that. And again, this was the best match Jade has participated in her WWE career, man. Ever since she's been with the company, man. So shout out to Jade and shout out to Rhea Ripley, man.
Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Rhea Ripley. Shout out to B-Fab and B-Chin, a great group of the B-Fabulous.
The B-Fabulous group.
Fucking beaching. Here it goes. Well, no, actually, no.
Yeah,
Here it goes.
We then get John Cena out there announcing the attendance. God, they sent the GOAT out there to lie to everybody, bro. John Cena announced that the attendance was 55,000. Last night they said 50. They're saying combined it's 106. They for fucking sure did not crack 100,000. They for sure didn't.
Did not even touch 100,000, man. Not in the slightest.
100%. So we had John Cena out there announcing the attendance, and then he was interrupted by my boy, Kit Wilson.
Hey.
And The Miz. The Miz got in the ring. He told Cena. He asked for his WrestleMania moment last year, and he never got it. He says he's out here this year to get his WrestleMania moment. Cena was going to let him have his WrestleMania moment.
He was.
He stood in the corner. He said, Mike, please have your moment. And then he asked Kit, who are you?
Oh, don't do Kit like that.
Come on, bro.
You ain't got to do Kit like that.
Come on, dog. Why must we do Kit Wilson like this, bro?
I did love getting a Cena and Miz interaction, though. I wish that's our interaction we could have really got.
Yeah.
At least once in that retirement tour.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we got like a little one here, man. I actually really enjoyed seeing those two face to face again.
Yeah. Wow. 15 years ago, they main evented WrestleMania together.
Yes, 5K more than yesterday's, man.
There ain't no fucking shot.
Ain't no goddamn way.
There ain't no way.
I don't believe yesterday's, let alone this one.
I don't believe either of them. I genuinely do not believe either of them, bro. Unless they handed out a fuck ton of comp tickets, there's no shot in the dark
Exactly.
they cracked 100,000. I know that for sure.
There's no way.
So we have Danhausen's. Danhausen,
man. Not just him. We had Midgethausen's in his entrance, man.
Bro, when Michael Cole screamed, Danhausen has midgets.
Killed me.
What
fucking killed. What is this, bro? What is this? What is this company?
Cena's laughing.
Oh.
Cena's straight up in the ring laughing at this shit. And, bro, Miz's face.
He was so disgusted.
He was disgusted with what was taking place in the ring. Disgusted that he had to take part.
I love The Miz.
In this.
That's my boy.
He loves The Miz.
What happened?
Wow. Bro. Danhausen and the Midgethausens come out. Ryan Allen Reeves is all elite.
Who is Ryan Allen Reeves?
I have no idea. That's why I looked at you.
I saw Allen. I thought it was going to be an AJ Styles joke, but I know that's not the rest of his name.
I would be down for Alan Jones.
Alan Jones, yes, but I don't know who Ryan Allen Reeves is, unfortunately, man. Who is that?
I don't know.
Respectful. I don't mean that in the who is that type of like. I mean genuinely. I don't know who that is, bro.
Yeah, not familiar.
Not familiar with that name.
Danhausen and the Midgethausens come out. And Danhausen walks up to John Cena, man. John Cena was scared, bro.
He was scared.
John Cena was scared. I think Cena thought he was about to be cursed.
Imagine if Cena got cursed, man. Would have been heartbreaking.
Can we curse him out of retirement? Is that a possibility?
There you go. I like that.
Danhausen could help us here. Quite possibly. But he told Cena he was a big fan. He told Cena he was a big fan, and The Miz, he said he's had enough. He got pissed, and he muffed one of the Midgethausens to the ground.
Pushed him.
Yep. John Cena's fucking laughing at this because he knows how ridiculous this is. Deep down, he does.
Oh, yeah.
He knows how absolutely ridiculous this is. And then Danhausen got pissed and sicked one of his midgets on Kit Wilson, and he punched Kit Wilson right in the balls. And they dogpiled Kit Wilson out of the ring. Why must we do this to Kit Wilson, bro? Why?
So when you get over by yourself, man, you're going to get beat up by Midgethausens.
Danhausen then punched Miz in the balls, and the midgets fucking crowd surfed the Miz away.
What the fuck, man?
What
the
actually is this, bro?
What was this segment? What was this? What is Danhausen, dude? Man,
Oh god.
Danhausen gets physical, that is some of the sloppiest, worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
He's absolutely atrocious.
In the ring, he is absolutely god awful, man. That is the most unathletic fucking rope hits and clotheslines and whatever the fuck he did. That shit looks horrible every time, man. But we had the midget Hausens, man, and what the fuck, man? What is this, man? And we're gonna have to deal with this every year now,
I was
man.
gonna say, brother,
this is just the beginning.
This is gonna be the main WWE source of entertainment.
Yep, this is gonna be the new WWE sports entertainment segment of the show.
They're gonna send Fuckhausen down to the ring.
It's gonna be a Danhausen segment. He's gonna go out there and get people's names wrong and say he wants fucking this Hausen and fucking that Hausen, and it's gonna be horrible every show.
How the hell was Danhausen
Mm-hmm.
a Sunday WrestleMania Hausen?
I don't know how he was Sunday WrestleMania Hausen. He should have been a Saturday or Friday or last Monday WrestleMania Hausen. But he is a Sunday WrestleMania Hausen.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Hey man, the segment was I'll admit the segment was it was hilarious for all the wrong reasons, but I did get a laugh at how what made me laugh was we were doing so good. The night was literally going perfectly. Then they just had to throw this in there. At the end of the day, it didn't really do anything to the night. It didn't really make it worse. It also didn't make it better. It was just one of those fucking goofy things that was there. It really was. To me, it was harmless. I mean, I expected at this point. It's just their stupid Danhausen gag.
I knew we were gonna get Danhausen and see in a segment, man. I just didn't think it'd be like this.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, guys.
Here it goes, man. The WrestleMania main event, man. The real main event to WrestleMania, man.
The legit, real main event. This, to me, was the best match of the weekend.
As much as I love this match, personally, I'll still have to give Seth and Gunther the edge for me, man. That's my favorite match of the weekend. But I have an easy number 2 right here, man. Yeah. The overall night 2, it had like almost all the good matches for the weekend. It had the ladder match. It had even the opener with Oba and Brock. That was still really fucking good, great, man. But all the good matches on night 2, man, they really did. And this match was fucking incredible, man. It was bell to bell.
Imagine how flawless this night would have been if you replaced Sami and Trick with Gunther and Seth.
It would have been the perfect night, man.
This would have been a banger fucking mania, bro.
A complete banger mania, man, with this night, man. Especially when you swap those matches out, man. But I love this match. It was a real ass match. Bell to bell. No interferences. No ref bumps. There was one ref turn moment, but that was it. And that was fine because it was one singular moment in a 30-plus minute match that they just straight up wrestled, man. And it was fucking amazing, man. It really was. I loved it.
For me, this is the best match of the weekend. I think this was bell to bell. This resembled a lot of qualities that a Gunther and Seth did.
It did.
Two guys going out there, putting on a slapper. No interference. Well, Gunther and Seth had interference, but their interference made sense.
That made sense.
You know what I mean? That wasn't like, oh, LOL fucking Vision shenanigans. It was something that makes sense for the story, but they resembled a lot of they embodied a lot of the same things in both of their matches. There was these two guys that just have a gripe with each other no matter what it is, and they're going out there putting on a classic. And again, the Seth and Gunther match had an interference, but it wasn't bad interference by any means necessary. But this one, on the other hand, what is the one thing everybody makes fun of when it comes to Roman Reigns' main WrestleMania matches? Interferences. Dude, this had none of it.
Straight clean, man.
Yes.
No Usos, no Jay, no me and you, Us, no Solo, no Hoodie Man, no Masked Man, nothing. No Vision, no fucking, not just straight Punk and Roman. And that was it, man. And it was fucking dope. I was so glad we got what we got.
Yes. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This was 34 minutes of a slapper, bro. CM Punk in his old age, man. If anybody really thinks that this dude is old or can't go, I don't know anybody that does think that, but if you do, you're an absolute buffoon, man. This dude is still out here killing it, wrestling 34 minutes. 34 minutes, bro, in a WrestleMania main event, putting on an absolute slapper. This and Gunther and Seth from the weekend, and even Oba and Brock, man. We're definitely about to go and make some edits to our year-end awards and put some early nominees on there. So we'll figure out what exactly those are in just a second. But man, this I can tell you is probably at least going to be on the early list. Can't say it's going to make it by the end of the year, but it's definitely going on the list of things to consider. Because man, again, no interferences. Two guys with a gripe with each other, going out there, putting on a banger, and they absolutely delivered on all levels, as Paul would say. Bro, Roman Reigns came out to drums, a piano, a lady singing, and then, dog, they fucking hit head of the table.
Let's fucking ride, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want. Head of the table. The real Roman Reigns theme song is fucking back. Let's fucking go.
Dude.
Oh, I'm so hype.
Hearing this legitimately gave me goosebumps, bro. The true greatest final boss in the company's history was coming out.
That's real shit. That's the shit I want to see. I don't want to see that overproduced, whatever the other name for that other one.
I Am Greatness.
I Am Greatness. Whatever that overproduced butt is, man. This was real shit right here, man. I loved hearing this fucking song again.
This was dope. I don't know how this came to be. I don't know if Roman asked for it. I don't know if this is something WWE came up with. But my God, hearing this song, why they changed his song. Honestly, for me, changing Head of the Table is the equivalent to changing My Time Is Now. It's the equivalent to changing Austin's theme song. I think Head of the Table for years became Roman Reigns' definitive theme song, bro. The little the obviously the godly noises in there, and then like the little Hawaiian like kind of tone or Samoan tone to it. Dude, it is such a good song. It's such a good song. It just fits Roman Reigns. It exudes that final boss energy that Roman Reigns was known for when he was the champ. So the song should have never went away. The fact that we're talking about the song coming back is a ridiculous enough conversation. The song should have never went away in the first place. However, it did. But we're back, brother.
We're back, baby.
Are fucking back. And man, I am ecstatic that we got Head of the Table back, bro. Such an amazing decision. Whoever the fuck made it, props to you.
They made the right decision. Came back to the right theme. You had the black and gold as the entrance theme, dude. Fucking beautiful, man. Beautiful. And that black and gold fit with some black and gold around his waist. That's what I'm excited to see, man.
100%. 100%, man. CM Punk. His entrance. We got a video package that brought us through him as a kid from Ring of Honor to the early days in the ECW days in WWE, to the long-haired main roster CM Punk, to the pipe bomb, to leaving WWE, to the WWE return, or the WWE return in 2023, to all the way up until today, behind his ROH theme song, bro.
Very dope. Love that song.
Do you know how to say that?
Oh, they just said it on commentary. I think it's Misery Cantier. I think. Okay. I might be wrong on that one. I think it's Misery Cantier. I think. Either way, I love that fucking theme song. It was sick when he came out to it in AEW. That was super dope. And he came out starting, in the back to that song. Dope as hell. Love it.
Yeah, you know, they gotta pull a Broken Dreams and put it in the fucking video package, but never have him actually come out to it.
You know WWE.
So that kind of sucked. But
I would love the full entrance with it.
yes, but it was still dope.
Or imagine the pop. He's sitting there, dapping his arm, and then fucking kill switch engage hits.
I was thinking they were gonna do that only because they stalled so long.
They stalled so long. I was like, dude, are they gonna hit kill switch engage just for the one time?
But remember, last year, This Fire Burns was in the video package.
Yep.
But he still came out to Cole's personality. This year, his ROH song was in the video package, but he still came out to Cole's personality. Like, bro, I love Cole's personality. That's my favorite Punk song.
That's my preferred theme, yes.
But look, if we're gonna commit to a different song, I won't mind.
Oh, for
we
the
hear
one
Cole's
time.
personality 52 weeks out of the year, bro.
Exactly. I would have hit it for the one time, man.
100%.
Either way, very dope entrance. Very dope entrance gear from CM Punk. He had the names of passed away friends and influences on his jacket, man. He had the Chicago flag, Puerto Rican flag on the other arm for some reason. Don't know.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, there. Yep, that made sense. My
AJ
bad.
had the Puerto Rican patch on her
booty
shorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you also notice? Apparently, I saw on today when I woke up on Twitter, on her boot she had a stars from Resident Evil patch on her boot.
What?
That was very cool to see. I didn't notice that, man.
She's fucking with ROH. RE9.
I probably is, man. Probably is. That was cool, but that does make sense. That does.
Is AJ a gamer?
I could see that. I could see that, especially Resident Evil. I could see them liking. It's like horror, and all. I could see that.
Yeah, for sure. So we have Punk coming out to his ROH song. The song stopped, and Punk walked out there to silence. I thought they gave him. I thought they let him use Tommaso Ciampa's theme music from 2018 for a second.
Pure silence. He
came out there, did the It's Clobber in time in pure silence, and then Cult of Personality hit. It looked dope. Shout out to CM Punk, bro. When he main evented last year's WrestleMania, people moved the goalpost on him.
No.
They said, oh, well, yeah, it's not a real main event. The real main event is night 2. First of all, shut the fuck up.
It's so I hate that phrase.
And yes, I mean, my God, stop moving the goalpost on the guy, for the love of God. So they said all that, and what do you know, bro? He's back here the very next year. And I believe WrestleMania Night 1 was April 19th.
It's crazy.
Last year. This year, April 19th is Sunday WrestleMania. So these two literally were in the ring with each other exactly 1 year to the date at the same show. Wrestling, bro. So very, very cool. Very cool lineup of dates there.
Very cool lineup of dates, man. Very cool how history works, man. How time works, man. And that's super dope, man. And he definitely got his main event at WrestleMania last year with Night 1, and they moved the goalpost on him, and he still proved them wrong. Got that main event at Night 2, man. So I'm happy for him.
Yes, he main evented. He main evented WrestleMania, man. So CM Punk,
twice now, 2 years in a row.
Yes, CM Punk has main evented WrestleMania 2 years in a row. Punk, brother, thank you, man. Thank you for giving the people from Chicago hope, bro. That's a dope thing. That's a dope thing.
It's a very dope thing to do, man. I know I could be a little hard on Punk sometimes, man, but it's because I love him. Love the performance he can give, and he fucking gave it tonight, man. It's all this type of shit I'm asking for.
100%. 100%. Truly the best in the world, bro.
Real shit.
So, these two are fighting in the crowd. Very early on. CM Punk ended up getting trapped in a tree of woe. Roman would then hit him with a Superman punch, and Punk started bleeding from his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Started bleeding from his mouth here. As Roman, straight up in front of the referee, grabs the steel steps and clocks Punk in the face with it. And I'm sitting there like, wait, was this a no DQ match? Like, why did that? I still don't have the answer. Why?
No one has the answer, actually.
Like, well, what?
It's referee discretion, man. The referee don't think it's a DQ. Then it's not a DQ, man. It's all up to the ref, man. But very questionable moment in a great match. I don't know why they did that. Now all I saw on Twitter so far was that it technically doesn't count because Roman Reigns should have been DQ'd for that moment. So, smart job doing that moment, guys. But other than that, that was the only like questionable moment in the match where I was like, what? Don't know why they did that.
For sure. So Punk then gets busted open at this point. He was bleeding from his forehead. And Roman Reigns powerbombs CM Punk through the announce table, Shield style.
Shield guys.
I could have swore the Shield one was a triple powerbomb, but I digress. But you know, anytime any member of the Shield does a fucking powerbomb through the announce table, it's a Shield bomb.
One of them has a chair. It does a power bomb. Fucking anything, man. They
love their Shield lore.
They Shield lore galore, man. Fucking hell, they love it. Where's our Kurt Angle Shield lore, man? Technically, Kurt Angle is involved in the Shield lore.
He is the honorary use of the Shield.
Shield.
Kurt fucking Angle.
Goated.
We get Punk getting thrown back in the ring by Reigns, and he would get hit with a GTS for a near fall. Roman would get back up and then hit Punk with a spear of his own for a near fall. He would bring Punk to the outside and start banging his head on the announce table over and over and over. Roman then gets Punk back in the ring and goes to hit a GTS of his own on CM Punk. But Punk would counter with a Muay Thai kick to the head for a near fall. CM Punk would then hit probably about the worst Superman punch I've ever seen in my life. Mans could barely get off the ground for some reason. He then went onto the outside and grabbed a Ula Fala off of a fan's neck. He was not wearing it like how you're supposed to wear it. He was wearing it like a fucking chain.
Or it was like tight. It was like on the back of his neck, completely draped down.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I mean, you guys know how Roman wears it. It's supposed to sit on the shoulders. Yeah,
and be like kind of even on both sides of your.
Yes.
Not at all for Punk. Wore it like a chain.
No. So we got CM Punk getting the Ula Fala around his neck, and he went to spear Roman Reigns, but got caught in a guillotine.
Dude, that was the peak for me, man.
That was amazing.
Then he hit that guillotine. The life that was brought to me in that moment. How much I missed that fucking guillotine.
Dude,
it made it for me.
I got hype.
I got so hyped.
I got hype when he locked in that guillotine, bro. That was such a sick moment. I miss Roman Reigns' main finisher as the guillotine, bro. When he would choke a motherfucker out, man. Mm-hmm. God, that was so sick.
That was so dope. I missed that shit. I'm so glad he brought it back here.
100%, man. So Punk gets out of the guillotine and is able to get Roman Reigns in an anaconda vice. Roman would counter out of it and get Punk. Punk would Roman got out of the anaconda vice, and then Punk kind of fell into another guillotine from Roman Reigns, but he was able to get out again. He was able to get back out again. These two start trading punches. Punk is taking off his wrist wraps, and he throws them at Roman's chest. Okay? And the ref grabs the wraps, and he goes to toss him out of the ring, and CM Punk low blows Roman Reigns behind the ref's back. So I guess this was the even trade-off for Roman Reigns clocking him with the steps in the beginning of the match. I guess they both kind of cheated in their own right, so they're 1-1. I guess they're even.
They're even now, exactly.
So Punk low blows Roman, hits a GTS, and Roman kicks out. CM Punk puts Roman Reigns on the announce table and does a elbow drop onto Roman Reigns through the announce table, man. Punk's really showing out here.
He was showing the fuck out.
He was. He got Roman back in the ring, hit him with a GTS, dropped to his knees, and Roman did the Shield. I believe now he's officially hit this on every member of the Shield.
Yep.
He leaned back up against the ropes, fell off the ropes, and then fell back onto Punk's shoulders as Punk was down on his knees on the mat. Punk would then pick Roman up, but Punk would collapse. He would fall. CM Punk collapsing and falling. This is interesting to me because I wonder if they're going to continue to play off. I wonder if they're going to continue to play off of Punk being old, because like, why else? What are you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, why else would Punk, and like even commentary kept playing. They kept saying, Punk is spent.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if that's going to be the story going forward. I guess is Punk. Is he going to, say he's old and he needs some time off, or like what exactly? Where exactly are they going with that? Because that's not necessarily anything we've really seen Punk do.
Exactly, and that was my first thought. Is like, oh, they're gonna make like the old line kind of true, at least for a temporary sense of like that's gonna be the next journey, at least mini journey of Punk is overcoming, his endurance and his age, and not having that happen to him again. And I think that's why they had that moment. I was like, that makes that old line make a lot more sense, to be honest. That moment in the match.
Yes. So I guess, like I said, that's what they're going to be going with from here on out. Is the
Punk is old.
Yeah, Punk is spent, and he can't work long matches. What didn't make sense to me is Roman Reigns hits him with a spear, and he gets up rather quickly from it.
But he couldn't do a GTS of his own, like.
Yeah, kind of confusing. There. Like are you guys going with the story that he's spent and exhausted or not? Because he just
ate a spear, and he's kind of fine.
He just ate a spear and got up. He didn't no-sell it, but he got up rather quickly, I would say. So that was a little confusing there, to be quite honest with you guys, man. But Roman Reigns then hits his rebound spear, where he hits the ropes 2 or 3 times, spears CM Punk for the 1, 2, 3, bro, and brother. Roman Reigns is on top once again.
Mm-hmm.
Man, everything just feels right in the world, man.
Everything
feels right in the world.
OTC is back, man. He's back on top. He's World Heavyweight Champion, man. And I'm happy, man. I was going to be happy with either or decision. I would be cool with Punk winning. I'd be cool with Roman winning. Roman, this is a title he hasn't won. And he's now going to be a mainstay on Raw, obviously, which I am very happy for. I like that idea. I like him as World Heavyweight Champion, and the reaction I'm seeing is, oh, the point of the World Heavyweight Championship is dead now. The whole point was to stop part-timers like Roman Reigns and bad stuff like Roman Reigns being a champion. Dog, that shit died when Jey Uso won it last year. Jey Uso killed that title last year, man.
Yeah.
That mentality makes no sense for that. They're acting like this was some protected ass title for its whole existence. It had Damian Priest and Jey Uso as champions, man. I'm very happy Roman won it. I think that's going to bring a different level to Roman winning it. It's going to bring a different level and vibe to this title, which I am very excited for, man.
Like, don't get me wrong, like he's not my favorite, but like you realize like the other champion is the guy that took the title from Roman all them years ago to actually like put it on TV. Like, he's still around, right? I mean, again, it's fucking Cody, but like,
and even then, Cody would later win it back from John Cena and not be on TV for a month afterwards. You know what I mean? And he's literally about to do the same thing again. Like, what are we talking about here, man? Very happy for the Roman Reigns win. I much like that ending. There was a little no-sell-ish part at the end there with Punk, but overall, I like the story they're telling with Punk. I love that Roman has won that title, man. And I'm excited to see what he does and the journey he takes it on, man. I'm really hoping we get a lot of cool stuff out of this, man. I hope we get some fresh stuff, some Oba stuff, Bronson Reed. I would love stuff like that. I don't know how much of that we'll get, but I have some hopes right now, man. And this show brought back a tiny bit of hope for certain things on the show. Things like Oba, things like Roman, man. And I like this decision, man. I would have been fine with either or, but I'm happy with the Roman win.
100%, 100%. I'm very happy with this as well. I would like to see Roman Reigns stay on the same schedule he kind of has been building into Mania.
Yeah.
You know, going up until Mania, at least when we got to a certain part in the Mania build, he only missed about 1 or 2 shows. So if out of the month he took 1 episode of Raw off, you know, an occasional month, maybe 2 episodes of Raw off, I would be all right with that. I would be all right with that, man. But at the end of the day, even if Roman is going to be gone, I just hope it's not for as long of periods as it was the first time, because when he or towards I guess the end of his
WWE.
The long title reign, I mean, there was that point where he was gone from like September all the way till like January. So that stuff I don't want to see again, but I feel like it will be a little more frequent, especially because the main reason he's taking off is to just be a dad. At least from what I've heard, the Hollywood stuff isn't really going all that well. So I believe that's really the only reason. So I hope he can at least be a little more available than he was the first time. But at the end of the day, Roman Reigns as champion is never a bad move. The same way John Cena as champion is never a bad move. The same way CM Punk as champion is never a bad move. The same way MJF as champion is never a bad move. You know what I mean? Roman is just one of those guys, man. But this time, what I want to see from Roman Reigns, this obviously, you know, I love seeing the championship on Roman again. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since he's been champion, man. And I think that the one thing I just want to see from Roman this time, obviously, is not another 1,000-day title reign.
No.
Obviously, you know, this is going to be a little different. He's not as unbeatable as he was the first time around. I think this time, we can get a shorter, maybe 4 or 5 month title reign, and I think at SummerSlam he drops it to a young guy, whether it's a Braun, whether it's a Fatu, whether it's an Oba. I feel like this should be the priority with Roman Reigns, and this title reign is feuding with new people.
That's what I want to, man. Logan mentions it also in the comments. Who dethrones him? Logan mentions Fatu. That's the type of shit I want. I want new people. I want new feuds, and I want a new champion to beat him at SummerSlam. I want a Fatu. I want an Oba. I want a Braun. I want a Bronson Reed. Any one of those names, dude. I would love and appreciate to be the one to beat him in a very soon manner in terms of like a SummerSlam scale. For that title, man, I would really want that. We are, yes. Paul Levesque in the comments.
He's here.
He's here.
Paul's
the GOAT is here,
bro. He says it's a new era.
It's a new era. And hopefully it is, man. I want a Fatu. I want an Oba. I want a Braun. I want a name like that to beat Roman at SummerSlam for this title, man. I think would really help the title, help whatever name beats him, and I think it would just help your overall product, man. I really think it would, and I really hope that's the overall goal here, is to build someone and something new.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, this title reign does not have to be, again, this obviously shouldn't, nor should anybody ever expect this one to be another 1,000-day title reign. I think this Roman title reign, I think a lot of good can come out of this being one of these shorter title reigns that he's done. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with him holding it through the summer for a 4 to 5 month title reign. And again, I would just really hope he would make I would really hope that he would make more shows than he did during times. I remember when he was champ for 1,000 days, he would damn near take every summer off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that kind of stuff is frustrating. Is frustrating. But at the end of the day, man, it's Roman Reigns holding the championship. When he is there, he's gonna give you a really good story, and he's gonna give you a really good match. He is the best in the business for a reason. So this was good stuff here tonight, and I hope he can continue to do this throughout a reign through the summer. I really hope we're able to get that. And again, first and foremost, I think what needs to be number one top priority in this is Roman not working with people that we've just constantly seen him working with. Tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, I want new faces to step up. I want an Femi to call him out. Even on AEW, bro, where you hear, all these guys gunning for the world championship. All these guys aren't getting world championship matches, but it's nice to hear some of these new names at least proclaiming, hey, this is what I want. I want to work towards the AEW world championship. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I want the vibe that these new guys are gunning for Roman Reigns. I want that vibe. I don't want to come out tomorrow on Monday Night Raw and, Seth Rollins and, fucking Jey Uso are gunning for Roman Reigns or these guys that he's, faced 10 times over. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. I want new faces, young guys. I don't really know what his first feud is gonna be. I'm by default kind of scared for it, but I'm interested to see what they come up with. Because obviously Braun is taken with the Seth stuff, and Oba's obviously got nothing to do with Brock being gone, but I highly doubt they do that as a first feud. So I don't really know what exactly it's going to be. I just hope it's a new face. I hope it's something fresh that we haven't seen before.
I hope it is. That's all I could hope for, and I hope during the summer reign he doesn't face a Seth. He doesn't face a Punk again. None of that. I don't want repeats. I want new, fresh faces facing Roman, and at the end of the day, at SummerSlam, beating Roman. I want something fresh, and I really want just something fresh, man. I really hope that's what we get.
Yes, and I think you have a really cool outlet this year with King of the Ring.
Whoever may win.
Yes, and you have two very good options of Fatu, and you have a very good option with Obafemi. So I would not mind to see the ruler of the ring. So I think that would be dope. And then again, you really have two very good options no matter what you choose to do. So I hope Triple H just does the right thing, man, because more oftentimes than not, he does underwhelm, and he had a good show tonight, man. But on tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, who knows? He could make all of us be eating our words for the praise that we're giving him tonight. So I think he did a great job. I think he did a great job with everything. I think he made the best decisions he could all the way around tonight. And I just hope he steps with his right foot going forward.
Exactly. He made a good step tonight. Tonight was a good night for them, and I hope they continue stepping in the direction they took tonight with new names, fresh faces, young people winning, and I hope that continues on to Raw and SmackDown for this summer, man. I really hope so.
Yes. So, that was WrestleMania 42, man, and I gotta say, out of the 4 WrestleMania Vegas shows that we got, there was one that was good. Yeah, really. That was tonight.
What would you rank tonight out of 10? Very curious, because yesterday
I gave it a 4.
Yesterday I gave it a 3, and this was definitely better than yesterday.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I would give this one a 7.5 or an 8.
I was thinking a 7, man. I would agree with a 7, man. I think they overall delivered on what they needed to tonight. They made the good decisions. Younger people were presented and won. Oba won. Penta retained, man. And overall, I just like the results that we got tonight. Trick won. And Roman's back as champion, man, with potential fresh feuds on the horizon. Very glad we got what we got tonight, and I would overall agree with a good 7, man. It's much better than yesterday.
1,000%.
And the best Vegas WrestleMania night in existence was tonight.
Yes. That was it, man. That was it. Hey, man, that is everything we got for Raider Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been so much fun. Thank you guys so very much for an amazing turnout on tonight's show. Truly, man, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So much work and preparation has gone into this weekend and this little 5-day stretch that we've been on, man. I truly cannot thank you guys enough. This has been so awesome. Thank you to all the new subscribers that are joining us for the first time. This is your first Mania with us. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me that to have you guys here and to have you guys. We obviously just hit the 6-year anniversary of NHP, and this is our 6th WrestleMania that we've covered. And it's truly these are truly some of the best weekends that we have here at NHP for the growth of the channel. So again, thank you guys so much. This has been a tremendous show to cap off a tremendous weekend. We're not done with the tremendous stretch of shows that we've had. We've been this is the 4th day straight, and we will be on here tomorrow after Raw. So man, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Again, thank you to everybody that's been an OG here. Thank you to everybody who is also just joining us, man. Truly, all of you guys are appreciated. All of you guys are welcomed in the chat. And thank you guys so very much. And I really, man, it means so much to me, man. It means so much to me. I wish you guys knew how much work and thought gets put into this, and how much it's appreciated when you guys show up.
Truly, it is an incredible amount of work and thought and care put into what we do, and I'm very glad that we get you guys here to talk with us, to conversate with us, get your opinions. We could tell you ours, man. That truly is what makes everything in these weekends, especially for Mania. It's a big weekend, always with the numbers for WrestleMania, man. That's where you really get them. And we got a lot of new faces here, a lot of new names, a lot of new conversations in the chat. Very thankful for you guys joining us, and obviously, thank you to the OGs for sticking with us still. Years later, months later, whatever it may be, thank you guys for sticking with us, man. We'll be here this year. We'll be here next year, man. Very excited to see, where we are in a year, man, and what we do in a year, man. And truly, thank you guys, bro. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir, man. This is gonna wrap up. This is gonna conclude Raider Mania. This has been awesome. Thank you guys so very much, everybody. We got Garav, we got Paul Clown Levesque, we have HDHX, we got Flex, we got Kevin, we have Mr. Walk 'em Down and Cut They Shiz Off. We got David in the chat. We got my man Hunter, and last but certainly not least, we have manager Logan himself. So thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for joining us for WrestleMania 42. This has been Night 2's review. And with that being said, thank you guys, and it has been nothing but always a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K.
That is going to do it for WrestleMania. That will conclude both of your WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2, Saturday WrestleMania, and Sunday WrestleMania post-show reviews. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. That is going to do it. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all tomorrow night with the Raw After Mania Unscripted.
Peace.